know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not only are they in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3 feet and 3 inches tall and 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to be able to handle human dicks. And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, you can be rough with one. Did you know that in terms of
Ah, shit, my mic was muted, motherfucker. Anyway, welcome to Hollywood After Dark. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. It is Hollywood After Dark. It is March 11th, 2023. I had to start the stream with that particular video making its way around Twitter today. I can't start it with the other one that is making its way around Twitter today. Have you guys seen the image? There's a video floating around. I made fun of it on Twitter. Literally by posting one of the funniest goddamn memes I've ever seen. But there's a video out there right now of what can only be described as a literal dick sucking machine, right? I've seen the video. This was my reaction to it. Literally just what the hell? Two guys in what appears to be some kind of foreign fellatio performing machine shop just getting milked like dairy cows on a farm. And I mean, it is one of the craziest things. It's nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts, man. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, I had just, Jesus, go look it up. Go look it up. I'm not going to show it to you guys here because there's also the stuff with Gavin McGinnis too, which we could touch upon a little bit later. But real quick here, way to ruin my intro. Yeah, tell me about it, man. I had mic problems going in. I thought I had got it situated. I didn't realize that StreamYard was like, nah, I'm going to mute your mic, man. It's just, you know what? The road to hell is paved in good intentions. Quite frankly, that's kind of how this always works out. But anyway, yeah, that happened there. Real Talks here says, just got done watching The Running Man, Matt. Was that real? Which part? Did you listen to the Podio commentary on it or watch the movie? I'm not too sure what you're referring to there. Let me know. I can answer that. But man, yeah, Moisture here for a $5. Thank you, buddy. Kicking off tonight's super chats. Says here, with the recasting of Vanessa, it seems like the Daredevil Netflix show isn't canon to the MCU, and Daredevil Born Again is a soft reboot. Well, the reason why Vanessa was recast, from my understanding, has a lot to do with the fact that the actress simply wasn't available. And that can happen. That can happen. Actors like to act. Actors like to work. This is what they do. And if there is something that is going to block the scheduling, then that's going to be an issue. But at the other side of that too, Vanessa did not have that much of a role in the show, either any of the seasons. I mean, like, she was kind of integral in the first season, obviously, to Kingpin's origin story and things like that. But, you know, she wasn't what I would call, like, the heart of the show. I heard one guy say that they need to reboot the entire thing, recast everybody, because Vanessa was recast due to scheduling conflicts. And it's like, dude, come on, man. Come on, bro. Bro, what are you doing, bro? Can't do that shit, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just stupid. It's kind of stupid. Let's see. Donovan here says, I don't know how you're talking about Warner. How can they be desperate when the studio marketing Shazam has been doing a terrible, because they're fucking desperate to get people in to see it. We'll talk about that, dude, but there's desperate. It's desperate right there. That's all it is. Oh no. Oh, sorry. The Tucker Carlson Fox News piece. No, that's not real. That's AI. That's AI. There was another AI thing that was made today as well. Let me see if I can bring it. This is nowhere near as good. That one was pretty funny. Joining us real quick, we got RJ. What up, RJ? How you doing, man?
Hello. What's up?
Not too much. I know you just got done seeing TMNT, the very first one.
I did, and I also saw Scream 6.
Now, I have to ask you because you were talking in the DM group about seeing Scream 6 and you're like, is it intense? I might need to bring anxiety pills and a barf bag.
I was messing around.
What he was all about, like, I can't do it. You know,
Actually, I had zero issues. I was perfectly fine.
Okay.
Not a single incident or nothing. I was good to go. So
because it was like, I mean, like I've been in some movies like that over the years that have done that. That have kind of got me to that point of like, whoa. But the last time it really happened, it was the movie The Informant with Matt Damon. Did you ever see that one?
No.
It's a Steven Soderbergh work comedy kind of thing. It's very dry. The reason why I had that response was because I ate 4 pot cookies before going in.
Yeah, that'll probably do it to you.
And this was like medical grade marijuana, and it was way potent. And my friend had told me it wasn't potent, which is why I ate the 4, because I'm a big guy and, you know, pot. Yeah, whatever. It fucked me up, man. It effed me up real bad. Yeah, Moisture here says, but no Foggy or Karen. I mean, look, I hope they don't recast Foggy or Karen. That's going to be a big problem if they recast Foggy or Karen.
If they do, Jesus Christ. Talk about setting yourself up for failure.
So it's very much setting themselves up for failure on that one.
By the way, funny thing just real quick is, Matt, you joined me earlier to talk TMNT, and we kind of got into a discussion about movie spoilers and just everything else, and it kind of leads into your topic tonight. And you said, and I quote, "Don't look at Emergency Awesome's channel. His thumbnail directly has a spoiler on it." I kid you not, like when you left night and I was about to start recording my Scream 6 review, which will go up tomorrow. We just finished recording that before I came on. Load up my channel. You know, I load up my YouTube page. Right in front of the recommended feed is Emergency Awesome's video. I see the thumbnail. I'm not even subscribed to the dude. It's just there.
Yeah. I mean,
created.
It's just like, that's how the algorithm operates. It knows you deal with DC content, so it's going to recommend you DC content. Like, that's it. But still, I mean, I at least tried to be cheeky.
I mean,
I at least tried to be cheeky. It's still, dude, it's funny. This is a funny thumbnail. You got to admit. All right.
To be fair, I feel like if you've been paying attention to rumors and like that kind of thing, everyone kind of knows that this was a possibility, but it still sucks it got spoiled.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, well, the thing is, if you would have known about, if you would have paid attention over a year now, you would have known she was there. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. But it's really just like, because this movie's been pushed back so many fucking times at this point.
I'll be honest with you, Matt. I'm very scared about Shazam 2. Not in terms of quality, although it's funny. I was talking to my dad who went to go see Scream 6 with me, and I asked him, are you looking forward to Shazam 2? And he's like, I don't know. The trailers haven't been good. And I'm like, but you like the first Shazam? And he says, I know, but DC sequels tend to suck. Because he got burned bad with Wonder Woman 84. He got burned bad with that movie. Like, he was like, he loved the first Wonder Woman, sees that sequel. It was bad. Like, he literally told me, Matt, I'm not kidding you. He says, I have no faith in DC anymore. It's like, damn. I asked
Wonder Woman 84 was a bad movie. It was a.
But I asked him, well, what about The Flash? He's like, well, okay, please don't get mad at me, chat, or anyone watching. My dad's like, doesn't that movie star a cult leader? That's what he said to me. And I was like, well, I didn't really say much in response to that. But then he also said, I think people are just high off Keaton. I don't think it's going to be good. So, I don't know, man.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie on that one there. Yeah, Mr. Choker.
Listen, I want to be excited for Flash, but it's like, I'm talking to friends and people, and it's just like, I don't know what it is. But like, people are just down on DC. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's hard to motivate people to care about DC right now.
It's the constant shakeups, a lot of it though. But speaking of that though, we do have a special message today. We finally got confirmation from the boss. He finally issued a statement about where things stand. Have you seen this?
Oh shit! Is this on Vero?
It's a release. I don't know where it came from, but I think this is finally going to put the nail in the coffin.
Hey guys, Zach here. I just wanted to take a minute to make some important announcements. Number one, the Snyderverse is dead forever. You can stop asking Netflix to buy it because the Snyderverse is not an IP. Number 2, please stop referring to real DC fans as Snyder antis. It's cringe and you're making me look bad. Number 3, please stop being so creepy in the way you worship me. I'm just a guy who makes TV movies. Stop dick riding these nuts so hard and go dick ride a job application instead.
Now, I like the last line there. Stop dick riding me so hard and you dick ride a job application.
The voice is very good, but the lip syncing.
The voice is okay. I've heard better.
It's just the lip syncing that was bad.
Yeah. While you're here, speaking of AI, can we get your reaction? I want to get your live reaction.
Okay. So,
I want to get
so
your
let me
live
set
reaction
up a
to
story.
this.
Let me paint a picture. Okay. I wake up. You know, when I wake up in the morning, you know, Matt, I listen to your streams. I'm showering, getting ready for work, and all that stuff. You know, and you know, I wake up a little bit earlier this time. You know, so about an hour before I have to actually physically start getting ready. I'm listening. I kind of skip ahead a little bit, and then I hear my voice. I'm like, huh? Are they playing like a video of mine or something? And then I hear like this soliloquy of words. All I could say is, Ash, why? Dear God, why?
Dude, that was so funny. Okay, for all of you here who don't know what that is.
I literally just had to go in the chat and I just typed. I left it at that because I turned the video off. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so get your honest reaction. So here we go.
Music.
My divine Saggy. When I look into your almond eyes, I do not see the boy I am, but the man I must become to possess you. I want to take all of the pain from your soul, and in the passion factory of my heart, transform it into functional joy. I want to take your hand by the Charles River, and with all Boston as witness, take you as my wife, and we shall sing and dance and drink, and then I shall whisper in your ear, let rivers run wild, or let them be damned. My perfect Saggy, I lay my masculinity
you asshole.
at the altar of your maidenhood.
You guys have too much time on your goddamn hands.
Dude.
I mean, what the fuck? Why am I friends with you guys?
Because
this is just like emotional abuse at this point.
So funny. Because it's so funny.
This is emotional abuse at this point.
Because it's Saki. If that is Saki, I don't even know. It could be. I have no idea. Oh my God! Surprised you're not watching Saturday Night Live right now, RJ.
I was going to, but I was recording a Scream 6 review, so I'll catch the replay. What? Matt, breathe.
It's so fucking funny.
Why are you acting like Saggy right now? You're just not supposed
so
to be laughing.
Fucking funny. Just like, what is it? What's that line at the end about like laying something down at the altar of her maidenhood?
Yeah, laying down at the altar of her maidenhood. I hope ChatGTP wrote that, Ash, because if you wrote that yourself, I have many questions.
Dude, I didn't make it, McLeod. It was sent to me by Ash Eternal. Oh my God.
The scary part is that it sounds way too much like me.
It does. That's what threw me off at first, because I'm like, that actually sounds like RJ. And then I asked Ash to send me the settings that he uses, and he has a lot of samples of you, like a lot of samples.
Oh, that's very frightening.
So Well, it's like you know, you're saying Donovan here says AI needs to be regulated. Look, some guy took my voice and chopped it up and made rap songs out of it without like ever once asking me or, you know, whatever, right? And they're like, because that's considered transformative work. It's not illegal because he's from the UK. So it's totally different laws over there, right? And I'm like, oh God. And some of that shit's nasty. Some of the shit, like, it's pretty fucking funny though, I'll fully admit. So I just think that was that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. That was solid. Just
All I can say is you guys are assholes. I should have stuck on team. Can I announce something, by the way, on your
yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow, not only am I dropping my Scream 6 spoiler review that I just recorded with Kate, but I'm also launching a brand new movie talk show called Matinee Madness, which is going to be a daily movie talk show that'll be held in the afternoon. Because I figured most people kind of do movie talk streams at night. I figured to differentiate myself a little bit, I do afternoon streams around like, I'd say about like 3:30 Central, maybe like 4:30 Eastern Standard Time every day. So it's called Matinee Madness. You know, Jarba, you cut an excellent promo.
I did. I was literally on my phone in a Mexican food parking lot, jumping up and down while trying to be funny, and then realizing that I wasn't on camera, and then getting on camera and still jumping up and down.
Yeah, you know, it's a very unique name. You know, Matinee Madness. You know, we're
no one's ever put madness in the name of talking about movies before.
Well, you know, I used ChatGPT to help me, and you know, ChatGPT was just like Matinee Madness with RJ, and you know what? I saw that, it just really stuck out to me. It was very eloquent. It was beautiful. It really fits the motif. You know, we're taking the sports entertainment nastiness out of movie talk and just having some good fun. You know, so.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think it's
Jesus Christ. But yeah.
What's this poem? Is Hans talking to Saggy?
I guess, yeah.
Oh no, trust me, she heard.
No, I know. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. So I'm pretty happy and excited about that. Something, you know, trying to get back to making some kind of level of content. So it'll be good for me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like, it's kind of funny you say that. Like earlier today, Dane, Actual Fandom, was talking about the Gavin McGinnis incident on Friday Night Tights last night. Which, have you heard about that?
Okay, so so let me just break down what I understand. So this guy who the last time I heard about him was ranting about Arkham Knight, saying that an M-rated Batman game is ridiculous because only children play video games, became the leader of the Proud Boys and was ostracized from the internet and basically banned everywhere. But he was invited on Friday Night Tights, to which he alienated most of that audience and whipped out either his real dick or an imaginary dick live in front of thousands of viewers.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about Gavin McGinnis. I think if it was actually, I think it was his real dick, because Gavin has pulled it out before on camera, or at least pulled out his balls before on camera. So that's definitely something that has not, like, that's not out of the realm of, that's not his thing, right? Like, he doesn't actually care. He doesn't have a platform that he cares about. So, well, his platform is, I think, Rumble now, or maybe it's banned. I don't even know where he's at right now. All I know is that he's not one who's going to ever care. And a lot of people are just kind of like, they don't realize that about Gavin. You know what I mean? They don't realize that about Gavin is like, when you want to go after these guys that have been banned on other platforms, all right, what happens is like, they don't have anything to lose by going on your show. You know, they don't have anything to lose at all by going on your show. So to them, it's actually like, it's beneficial, because what they can do is they can actually get your audience to check them out, right? They can actually parade themselves around to a new audience, and there's no consequence if they just so happen to to fuck up. And that's just what's going on with Mr. McGinnis here, you know? So, if you give me a quick second, I'm trying to,
No, of course.
trying to, okay. Yay. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. I had to download the video and, now I had to quickly add a black bar, a sensor bar, but I'll show you what it is. I'll show you what it is there. We can check this out. Cause I actually, yeah, I know it's like very quickly. Let me show you guys what happened on Friday Night Tights to where you don't actually see a penis.
Also, Ryan, you should have been a bubblehead.
There you go. No, I didn't have to go down on subs, stayed on carriers. So.
Uh-oh, I waited too long to piss. It's already started. Oh my God,
Jesus
I'm sorry
Christ.
about this. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Whoa.
And there it is.
Their reaction.
Wait, that was a fake one, right?
Yeah, it was fake.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
fake.
okay, that was fake.
That was a Minecraft one.
What's funny is look at Odin's reaction.
Oh,
Right.
Odin was just like.
He's like, oh my God, a dick that's not on a, I'm not going to say it. He'll get really mad if I make the connection to the fact that he's a Catholic teacher, a Catholic school teacher in a religion that is predominantly known for grooming and molesting young boys. Sorry. You know, I'm not saying he does it. I'm just saying he's part of a problem. So I find it to be kind of interesting that they always call out groomers in Hollywood, but yet the one guy who literally works for the organization who has to play shuffleboard with, you know, or literally play checkers and chess by trying to move around all the pedophiles on their network, is just a little bit quiet. But he's a little bit too excited to see another man's dick. That's all I'll say about that.
Jeremy just looks very disappointed and fatigued.
Yeah. He's like, another dick. God. Gary seems pretty happy with that. Chrissy's a little shocked. Ryan, he's like, yeah, not the first time. So McLeod here asks, is this supposed to be comedy? Yet they think trans people and our drag queens, kings who read Dr. Seuss kids are groomers. I mean, they're not comedy. That's the thing you have to remember about that, right? That's the thing about that. You have to remember is they're not comedy. They're just reactionaries. That's all they are. Now, Toker here asks if anything happened to the channel. I really think they took it down. I think they took the video down. They privated it in order to maybe edit it or to just remove that specific section. But I don't think anything else has happened, to be honest with you. So, Sarah's here says, Chrissy is shocked because this ain't no Vix incident. Oh my God, dude. Don't bring in everything. Also, Satish, dude, I see your comment there. I'll get to it when we talk about all that. So you don't need to spam it. Just saying. I read the comments. If I don't answer it, just give it like 15 minutes and then ask it again. So that just helps out. The uncensored version is exclusive to Rumble. I mean, I have the uncensored version downloaded. I had to give you guys the censored version in order to make sure that my channel didn't go down. Let's see. Hominous here says, did Jeremy call out that weirdo? I mean, that's his thing, right? To call out weirdos. Well, yeah, but the weirdo's on a show that he co-hosts, so he can't actually call
I
it
was
out.
going to mention, too, what I found fascinating is that when Nerdrotic, because he posts the Friday Night Tights link, like the post-show, like after the show's over, they post the link. The comments on Twitter were like eviscerating Gavin, being like, Gavin sucked as a guest. I felt very uncomfortable watching this. I did not enjoy this episode whatsoever. Please don't do this again. Like, their audience was kind of pushing back on them a little bit for having them on. I was kind of surprised.
That's a little weird, though. I don't get that. Like, I mean, okay,
I think Gavin was too much for them.
See that, and then therein lies the problem, right? It's like if you have a guest that goes too far out there, it does alienate the audience. Like when I've gone on some streams and I get heavily jokey, and sometimes I have gone too far, and I know that it's like, you know, some people in the chat generally aren't happy with some of the things that I've said.
Right. And again, Andrew brings up a great point. Gavin doesn't like nerd culture. Did you watch, this is way back when, but back when Arkham Knight was coming out, Review Tech USA made a video about Gavin where he was ranting about the video games, video game culture, saying that video games are for children, and if you're a man playing a Batman game that's rated M for adults only, then you're part of the problem, and you need to like reevaluate your life because men shouldn't be playing video games. They should be learning how to fix things. Like,
wow.
He does not like men, like he does not like geek culture. So why is he on a show about whatever? Like, again, it's like what? Yeah, I don't know if you could find that video, but it's bad.
This might be it. It's just Gavin McGinnis on Batman. So let me bring this one up. It might be. It's only a minute long. So, but this is, I'm pretty sure this is it.
It might be.
Pretty sure. Okay. So yeah, let's see.
Let's have a long, hard look at Batman. Batman is not one of the strongest humans around. He's a drawing.
Whatever, dude. If only you knew.
You want to go beat up bad guys? Join the fucking army, you cunt.
Okay, I get it.
You can kill people in the army.
But you can't kill. Batman doesn't kill. That's his code.
He's never killed anyone?
No.
This guy is sitting here doing a video about how strong a drawing is. That's how he sees himself. As an old lady, midget, child, ninja, Japanese person. Isn't that impressive?
Wait, Bobby,
just be like, I don't know, a 13-year-old from the 80s. What the fuck is the matter with you? I'm maybe even worse for talking about this guy. This is like a dude with a high IQ who's also special. He's like a brilliant retard. We should just fucking kill Batman just to make him cry like a little bitch. What a retarded gesture that was. I'm not as funny when I'm starving to death.
Not funny, period.
Jesus Christ, Kevin. That's a little bit. That's a little harsh.
That wasn't the one I was referring to, but that was pretty bad too. That was really bad.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Again, like he just has this discontent for geek culture. I just don't.
Well, so but again, the thing with Gavin is Gavin came in from, he co-created Vice. So he is one of those like Brooklyn fucking hipsters. Mm-hmm. He is one of those types. He's just edgier than like they wanted. And the thing is though, it's what Vice changed into. Gavin didn't change, like Vice changed. Like Vice was that edgy. And, I think, and like Gavin has been, again, largely pushing that stuff for a while. I don't even know where he is now. I think Conservative or Censored.tv, whoever owns that rag, whatever it is. But but the thing is, that's where these conservatives go when they're run off of every other platform for having to push the boundaries as hard as they do in order to stay relevant. And that's the thing where like the Fandom Menace has been really, really, really lucky. Because like all they have to do is just say something is woke, and it's an umbrella word. It literally has everything else underneath it. Like did you see Jeremy the other day? This would be Geeks and Gamers talking about, Reva, calling out Reva once again, and then literally saying that like her character serves no purpose and she's just there to check boxes for diversity. I mean, I'm effectively paraphrasing it, but that's what he was saying, and then I took it and I took his words and I flipped it around and instead of Reva, I made it Billy D. I made it Lando. And it's like, again, like that got some pushback from some of his fans.
Of course.
But they're just like, what's so funny though, is like, I'm arguing with these people and I don't even know why I'm arguing. I'm mostly just laying in bed and like, just, responding to these tweets and then like blocking the people. But like, they're so dumb. They don't understand that they're the SJWs. They don't understand that they're the freaking segregationists. Like they don't understand that they want to go back to a world of Jim Crow. They are the bad guys. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This isn't about like, if you think that adding a character to Kenobi, whether you like the character or not, is one thing. If you can like Reva or not like Reva, any way you want to slice it, I don't give a shit. But if at any point in time you go, she was simply added in for diversity, fuck you, trash opinion. Because now you've lost the plot. Now you're not talking about the character and the story, which was actually, they never talk about the idea of the character. The idea of the character being a youngling left for dead, fueled by rage, works her way into the Sith Inquisitors, wants to get close to Vader to take Vader out. That's actually a really interesting storyline. And she did a good job bringing a lot of that intensity to the character. The problem with Kenobi wasn't necessarily like her. A lot of it was just the writing wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm. And again, it didn't let time for things to probably, I don't know. Again, it was the writing. But again, there's no nuance with them. It's just, well, it's woke, so it's bad. Where it's just like, okay, the show didn't live up to our expectations. There go. The problems are all because they included a black woman. There go. It means wokeness killed the show.
Well, they
can't dissect it by like its actual.
Well, yeah, but look at all the people that were criticizing The Last of Us for the Bill and Frank episode, right?
Which
it was
like bullshit because they didn't even play the fucking game.
Well, some of them didn't play the game, but then again, like, do I prefer, like, if you're asking me, like, do I like the story from the game where Bill is just such a hard ass?
And he's by himself because
he's by himself. He's angry. He drove away the one guy that he loved. He did everything to himself. Yes, I like that. Do I love what they did with the show to kind of like show us the isolation, but also show us that like you can find salvation, you can find love and everything else? Yeah, I loved it. The ending of that episode stuck with me for days.
Oh yeah, no, I was blown away by that episode. I mean, like I cried. Like I like even my dad got emotional about it, and because it's just good writing. It was just good character.
Yeah, you can have
And it didn't matter that they were gay. It was just a good story regardless.
Well, what's so funny too is like I saw the Retro Bro, right? One person's BFF, and he's all like, "I hate the gay. I can't do the show anymore. Too much gay." I'm effectively paraphrasing, but it's like you can tell when people are like, I'm so tired of The Last of Us because of all the gay. It's like, there's a lot of gay in the fucking like the game, right? Like
well, he's probably not a fan of masks either, which is kind of, ironic, but
yeah.
But I apparently this person didn't even play the game, so they're like,
yeah, and then posts out like some Hogwarts Legacy fucking lolly, essentially, right?
It was so fucking weird.
Yeah. Oh, I downloaded the wrong Hogwarts game. I'm like, they're fucking school kids, right? Yeah, that's the thing.
They're like little girls, man.
And then he got mad. He's like, "Oh, I'm not here to fuck around on Twitter. I'm just like, dude, you're just upset you got called out. That's all it is. It's like you think it was fucking funny." Fandom NSLs here says, remember when Jeremy also said Andor only exists because Diego Luna is Latino and Lucasfilm wanted to push identity politics? No, I don't watch him enough to know all of those things.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're complaining like Andor's boring. They made Star Wars political. Motherfucker, it's always been political.
What I love is they're like, I love Star Wars. And like George Lucas is like, I based the rebellion off of the Viet Cong, right? Like the Empire is based on the American military complex.
Yeah, how do you think modern Jeremy would react if George Lucas told him to his face, "Dude, you realize I made the stormtroopers based off America, right? We're the bad."
Yeah, like the fact that if you look at the Imperial officers, they are dressed like the Hugo Boss designed fucking Nazi officer, uniforms and shit.
There's Nazi,
but it's like the element there, but he's masking his criticism of the U.S. how U.S. acts as an empire and acts its own empirical views on the rest of the world. That's what he's talking about. And it's like, it's so funny that a lot of that just gets lost on people. It's like, if so it's like I said, Star Trek was always woke. Star Wars was always woke by today's standards and shit. It's all about whether or not you can get in on the fucking story and just enjoy the story.
Again, not trying to be like super political, but I feel like a lot of it just comes down to the fact that they cry woke because it's like a dog whistle for basically being like, we don't want these people to exist or be
Well, they
recognized.
cry woke because they don't have any valid thing to say.
No,
So-
I agree, but I think like it gets utilized by people who legitimately use that word and use certain phrases and like ways to dog whistle for basically trying to. It's their get out of jail free card to basically say to the world, "I don't want you people to exist, and I don't want these people to get represented in any media."
It's really like, well, I think there's that, right? But it's like, I think it goes a little deeper than that. Like, I really feel like, again, I don't think they understand what they say. Like, I legitimately don't. Like,
I think the people in power do, though.
The people, well, like, who's the people in power?
I'm talking about like the heads of like.
A Nerdrotic, I definitely think understands what he says. Ryan Kennel doesn't understand what he says. Like, he just says it. He just mimics what other people say. Jeremy is the same way. They're at a point in their career, RJ, and I'm not even making this up. They're at a point in their career, they don't have to think. Literally everything they do is on autopilot. Literally everything they do. And that to me is always the weirdest thing. It's like going and it's like eating the same meal every day, watching the same show every day, listening to the same jokes every day. Nothing changes. Yeah. It's a very NPC laden world. They're literally Free Guy without the charisma.
Well, the thing that's scary, and again, not to reveal too much about what I'm doing, but you know, in the case of, let's say, trying to show video content to a certain demographic of people, we have to obtain forms. And I'm like, but this is the movie Hercules. Why would we need to obtain forms? And I was basically told that based on where I live and based on the way that a lot of people in the country are feeling right now with very pro-conservative groups, they don't like Disney, ergo these locations can no longer screen these movies freely like they used to because of all the political controversies. And I'm like, dude, it's just Hercules. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I have to get a permission slip? Like, what? And then it's because things are so political right now. And it's because a lot of these fear-mongering that people buy into from these chuckle fucks about Disney being this horrible company is trying to indoctrinate your children. It's scary.
Well,
I hope that made sense, by the way. I can't say too much, but
no. I personally know what you mean. And it is, a lot of it is like that. So there's always been this level of fear mongering that happens. And I would argue on both sides, but again, like one side is usually kind of just being loud and annoying. The other side legitimately wants to take away rights. And that is in the side that wants to take away rights, we know at this point is the right wing. I'm like, not every conservative, I'll say it, not every conservative, but the ones that are currently in power, this is what they want to do. And let me give you guys a prime fucking example of this, okay? Just a prime fucking example of the inefficacy of our political leaders. Do you know what's happening at 2:00 your time and my time and everyone else's time in this country?
Is it daylight savings?
Daylight fucking savings, right? Unilaterally, both sides want it gone. They said this a year ago that they were going to get rid of daylight savings. It's been introduced in the House. Marco Rubio, the douche idiot from fucking Florida, introduced it in the Senate the other day. Crickets. Everyone supports getting rid of it. Nobody fucking wants it, but nobody wants to actually fucking act on it. So it's the same thing. All of this shit, right? Like, I'm a policy person. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm so tired of woke scolds. I'm so tired. Like, I don't like the right for the shit that they say, and I don't like the left for the shit that they whine about. Because oftentimes it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, it's not going to get fucking healthcare and get better education and shit. It's not going to put fucking, like food in the bellies of children who need it. Like, being upset at someone for playing a fucking video game is not going to fucking fix the goddamn world. So pull your fucking head out of your fucking douchebag asshole and realize that maybe, just maybe, focusing on actual policy, not whether or not a billionaire who could give a fuck less about you is getting a royalty for like 8 cents off of a fucking game that's being sold, that bent over backwards trying to appease those people anyway. Fucking pound sand. Go, fucking seriously, like homeless problems, fucking ill education problems, fucking infrastructure problems. There's like so many societal things that we could do that would benefit people greatly across the board. Popular programs across the board. But what are people fucking upset about? Fucking drag queens in Tennessee. Was it Tennessee that just banned it? Or is it Kentucky?
It might have been Tennessee.
It's one of the sister fucker states. That's all I know, right? And then you've got people on I'm going to say it, okay? I know not everyone's a fucking sister fucker, but when you live in a state that you have Mitch McConnell and fucking goddamn Rand Paul as your senators, and you're like the lowest in the country for education, I'm not going to take your voting populace seriously. You stop electing assholes. But at the same time, you have the left, and they're just like, someone said a naughty word, cancel. Like, fuck off, man. You're making art fucking censored. You know, they want anyone who might be an interesting thinker. If they don't have the right frame of thought, they get fucking canceled, just labeled as some bullshit.
That's why it's just like things are just. And next year's going to be a shit show. Again, not trying to get super political, but next year's election, being an election year, it's going to be a shit show.
Oh, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. But like I keep saying, it's like I don't want anyone out there to feel uncomfortable. I don't want anyone out there to feel disparaged or like to diminish marginalized groups from situations where they're going to be marginalized. Like, I don't believe in any of that shit. But at the same time, it's like, you fucking actually get shit done when you get in on the ground level. So here's my recommendation to fucking lefties who listen to me. Fuck you for bitching about widespread federal bullshit that you have no fucking control over. Fucking put on your big boy pants, roll up your sleeves, and run for local city council. Then once you get into local city council, change laws, change rules there. Oh, then you can get into state legislature like the fucking House and the Senate and actually get into affecting state change that can benefit your entire state. And then, oh my God, from there you can move up to the House of Representatives or the United States Senate and affect change across the fucking board. It's a process. You have to follow the fucking process. This goddamn whining to the fucking top that doesn't do shit. This is why Republicans win. I'm just saying this, and I know we're going off topic here. I'm sorry, this is a movie show, but still, like, if you look at the fact that most city councils are run by right wingers, fucking state legislatures, House, Senate, fucking governors and shit, dude, there's a lot of that goes on. Why does that happen? Because fucking lefties only worry about the federal side of it, the big picture, rather than focusing on the fucking micro. Sometimes you got to let the macro go for a while to get your own fucking house in order. That's my take on it, at least. You know, like, I live in a lefty as fuck area, so like that's okay for me. But it's like not everyone does that. And it's like people just want to bitch online and shit. But it's like, I'm tired of the bitching. It's like the thing with like the Phantom Menace is Jeremy has openly said this. They want to be tastemakers. They want people to come to them and ask them, what do you think we should do? They want people to come to them and kiss the ring. That's what they want. They want that because that gives them power. They don't have power outside of their circle, but they're also protected in large part by the YouTube algorithm that rewards engagement, that rewards clicks and likes and comments and shit. And it's so much easier to get people to respond when you frame it in the angry rather than in any other capacity. And that is something that we are socially conditioned to do. It's fucking exhausting when you're trying to speak fucking truth to idiocy. You think I need less internet? No, you need more reality. You need more reality at this point, Danny. More reality. That's how that's the whole thing. It's like not less internet, it's more reality. Anyway. So there's that. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on that rant. It's been a long day. Toker here says, I disagree. Politics is nothing more than WWE fighting in front of the camera. Best friends when they're off. Dems or Repubs all work for the same people. And I'll let you in on a secret. It's not the U.S. No, I know it's. I'm not going to make the joke. Again, I know that when you get into the bigger system, it's like that. But I'm talking smaller, man. I'm talking smaller. That's where it's at, you know. It's just smaller, but everyone just focuses on the macro. Just everyone focuses, and I do the same thing too. I can't complain. I'm being kind of hypocritical. I'm complaining about it, but I focus on the macro as well because that's what most of us see is the macro. Yeah. What we see is just what gets fed into the larger system because we don't watch local news. We look at what's on CNN or MSNBC or Fox. those networks, and those networks cover
Which is a
national
shame,
news.
because I think if people watch more local news, they'd probably be a little, not saying they'd be fully informed, but they'd be better informed than they are just consuming what they do. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with Fandom NSL's here. This is why I got bored posting their hate videos all the time over at Positive Movie Talk. Every day it's the same shit, and watching them just causes you to lose brain cells. Yeah, I know. I don't really watch them every day. There's the fucking stupid thing with the dick. I thought the dick, to be fair, my immature brain very much found that dick joke funny.
yeah, I mean, just to be perfectly honest, like, I've stopped engaging with them completely to the point where the only time I ever hear about them, what they're doing is if Dane covers it.
Yeah, that's how I
it.
got about it today. And even Dane was lamenting the concept of quitting. Because he's like, again, it's like what you have to realize here. And like I said, you know, like to combat this kind of shit, the way you have to do it, and this is going to sound so crazy, but it's 100% true. There would need to be some kind of George Soros-like benefactor that would come on in and literally fund these channels to be able to put out highly produced, edited content at such a rate that can keep up with the other shit. And what I mean by that is, like, every time Nerdrotic drops another one of his asinine, brain dead, meth head take fucking videos, you'd have to have somebody there to fact check it within an hour. To wait, literally wait for the thing to drop, do all the fact checking, fast turnaround, get it up there to try to get in on the algorithm that then goes to the audience that watches that video. Because the idea there is not about shutting him down, because you can't, right? And that's his free speech. He has the right to lie. He does have the right to lie. It's unfortunate, but it's true. He has the right to lie. But what you have to do is combat with the system, right? Play the smart hand. The smart hand is looking to see how they all do it. They all do it through the algorithm. They all know that. It's all part of the same kind of insular system. They get out there. But the thing with Gary is he covers a wide variety. It's Star Trek, it's, you know, Lord of the Rings. He hits that older 50 plus demographic, which is largely, people like, there's a large group of them that are online all the time. To give you an example of this, a number of years ago, I read a statistic that talked about how, like, the largest, like the average, I think it was like 40 to 55-year-old men averaged the most amount of time on Facebook until 2 a.m. their time. And this is like during the recession when, like, people were out of work. This is a long time ago. And so you have a lot of these middle-aged unemployed men that are just on social media, right? And think about that. You got, we talk about AI, and there's definitely a super chat.
yeah.
No, not the one from Moisture. We'll get to the one from Moisture. There's one
okay.
from Ash, talking about AI. We'll get to that here in a second. But the thing is, though, is that what you've got I lost my goddamn train of thought there. Sorry, you got automation, you got AI, right? AI coming on in now and doing all this stuff, and it's going to help automate things really in a way, but it is going to have a human cost on that one, right? Just like automation helped kill some manufacturing jobs, but the biggest killer of manufacturing jobs is actually unfettered capitalism that has moved those jobs to overseas countries, right? Largely at the behest of lobbying conservative members of Congress. Just saying. So you've got this, like, it's a systemic problem, right? But you've got all these people that are angry. They're angry because they lost their jobs. They're angry because they don't know what to do. They're angry because there's, like, their lives kind of suck, right?
They feel disenfranchised.
And so what happens when they feel disenfranchised? They start to go online and they start meeting up with other disenfranchised individuals. This is what I noticed when I was really heavily into the anti-SJW stuff, because I would normally attack feminism, right? Because what would happen is the feminists would come out and they'd make an argument that's so stupid, just stupid argument, right? Trying to, like, again, just a very easily defeatable argument, but they also frame it in a way that is meant to entice emotion. So what happens is they come out with this very stupid claim. Like, there's one time Anita Sarkeesian came out and tried making a comment about, like, Batman's ass. It was it was a whole thing. Or just, like, there was one Anita Sarkeesian video where, like, she played Hitman Absolution and basically called it, like, like long story short, like said you were incentivized to kill hookers or like to brutally kill women in that game. And it's like, no, you're not actually incentivized. You lose points if you do that, you know? And like, but the thing is though, like, it doesn't matter, right? It's all about the narrative. It's all about the argument. And so when you say things like that are so just flippantly dumb and people come back at you, what do you do to benefit you? You play the victim card, right? So think about it like the same perspective from the Fandom Menace and those guys. They say something that is blatantly racist, blatantly misogynistic, blatantly terrible. People get mad at them. And you know what they go? Well, the haters just want to shut me down. The haters just want to censor a free thinker like me. The haters just want to see my First Amendment rights violated. They want to see me go away because they hate me. And you know what? They also hate you too. Bam. Now you've got a connection, an emotional connection between the viewer and the person spewing the bullshit. Because the viewer gets upset that their favorite content creator, who they watch to get a shot of fucking dopamine, is telling them that they might go away. Whoa, bro, whoa. Now we're getting some cortisol levels are rising. Now we're starting to feel some physical pain because it's potentially going to be the end of what gives me dopamine. Gives me that nice little boost and put a little pep in my step instead of just, fucking masturbating, right? I'm going to watch a hateful bigot. I guess that's how they get their kicks off. But anyway, they get those feelings. And then now when they're told that person hates you too, they think, yeah, they hate me. And it just creates this thing. It just creates this thing. And you know what? That exact same playbook is used by the left as well. Right? It's all about being the victim. It's all about, I'm being attacked. I'm being, whatever. It's all the same bullshit. It's the same fucking playbook. It's the goddamn horseshoe theory. That's what it is. And that ends up being the bigger problem. Because everyone out there can profit off of being a victim. It's true. Look at how many people have done that. How many times do we come across something? How many times do we hear about someone who faked something, right? But what they faked was so big, they ended up getting some shit. It's insane. To me, it's just fucking insane, guys. So if the bullies become the bullies, these kids, these are also, it's like, these are people who were probably bullied in school and they end up doing all that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm off on a fucking tangent here. Man.
No.
I just get frustrated because it's like, look, cause it's fucking, I'll tell you, I'll just be honest. It's fucking frustrating. It's like, and I'm not putting this on anybody. It's just like, I look at like Podio commentary and I love doing it, but I don't know how to fucking market it. Right? Like, how do you market it? It's like, it's a long form 45-minute talk of one asshole talking about a fucking movie. Right? It's fun to do and I enjoy doing it. I'm not stopping, but it's like, I'm always sitting like, how the fuck do I market this thing? Because if I was like,
no, dude, I understand. I mean, listen, I just recorded like an hour-long Scream 6 review with Caden. Like, I have no fucking clue people are going to watch it. I mean, you hope so. But
you hope so, yeah. But I mean, it's like you might get one or two, which is, and again, that's fine. You're building up there. But it's like we're in this day and age now where everything has to be punchy and fast. And it's like, obviously, TikTok has been a big part of that. And people out there are just like, oh, TikTok is the death of all this. No, TikTok didn't kill attention spans. Trust me, they've been dwindling for a while, which is why you got to have that hook. You got to have that fucking hit. You got to have that thing right off the bat that just grabs the audience and brings them in. And maintaining that is a bitch, especially as if you're reliant on ad revenue. Right. If you're relying on ad revenue, that's what a lot of people do on this platform. They're relying on that. So they have to fucking get people to stick around, which usually means putting out 3 videos a day just to be able to kind of maintain where like the base that they have for themselves. And then through that, they've got to then go out and seek the content to get mad about to continue to push that. That's the whole thing. It's the maintaining of that is insane. It's just such a drag on your fucking life, dude. It is just like every day you're just like, okay, what are people mad about? And then you have to fucking fake getting mad at this shit. Like, that's the funniest goddamn thing It's like if you listen to we watched the Jeremy coverage of fucking turtles, right? And he didn't say anything really about the turtles.
No, I mean that whole video was just a disaster. But yeah,
that's all it was. That's all it was. It was just fucking. It was literally just like bitching about it, and he said this quiet parts out loud. He just kind of went through the script, right? He was like he was on autopilot. The whole thing was on autopilot. And it's so funny to watch because deep down, he knows it. Deep down, he knows it. They all know it. They all know that they're on fucking autopilot. But what happens is they do it, and then they watch their analytics. And they watch their analytics go, oh yeah, I'm pulling in a couple 100,000 views a day. That's a couple $100 today that I made, literally not doing anything very crazy. Not a lot of work went into it.
Yeah.
I can just keep going. It's like, because when you're like at the height of everything for me, when I was on the Monday Matt channel, was from election day 2016 till the end of the year. Right. So like November 8th, whatever that was, or November 6th, I forget whenever it was, but like whenever election day was to the end of the year. So that month and a half. In that month and a half, I was making between $300 and $500 a day. A day.
Damn.
Like at one point, my mom hit me up. She's like, can I borrow some money? I'm like, not a problem. We go to the ATM. I give her the money. She's like, this isn't going to set you back. And I'm all like, I made this yesterday. Not a problem. I paid for her to go to Alaska on a cruise. I bought a new car. I mean, like fucking back then, dude, it was hand over fist. Hand over fist. Just getting mad at what other people are getting mad at. That's it. That's what the grift is and shit. I saw some asshole today on Twitter call me out for being like fake. It's like, you ran that car. I'm like, yeah, I ran that, but I always had animosity towards these people. But like, I ran with a bad crowd. I did it for the wrong reasons, but it's like, again, if it's just people have this idea of what they want from you and they use it as a way to try to push their own bullshit. It's just, I don't know. Bless your heart. I know I'm a cunt. That's okay. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. So, anyway. All right.
You can breathe now, Matt. It's okay.
Benson here says, this is why they keep the U.S. education system so poor, to stop people realizing what's going on. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. I will say at the same time, though,
people are trying.
Homeschooling is not the answer.
No, it's not.
I know people out there like I'm sorry. If anyone ever recommends I homeschool my kids, I'm just going to laugh at them. I just am. I'm sorry. It's like because largely it's religion based on that stuff. And I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to put my kid. I'll tell you this. I know not everyone's like this when it comes to the homeschooling thing, but back when I was 16, I worked at Subway, and there was a kid who worked there named Andy. And Andy calls me. He was homeschooled. He calls me up one night. This is like about a week after he got his GED. Right. He graduated early at 16. He calls me like 1 a.m, and he's bawling his eyes out. Right. He's just crying. And I'm like, what's up, bro? What's going on, dude? And he's like, I just got to tell somebody. I'm like, what's that? He goes, I cheated. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I cheated. I cheated on all of my tests. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, my mom homeschools me. I said, yeah. He goes, so when she would go to bed, I would sneak down and I would find her book and I would just write all the answers down. And that's how I got through everything. He's like, I got my GED and I just cheated my way through it. And he's freaking out. He's crying his eyes out because he feels so guilty over everything. And I don't really remember what I told him. I think I tried calming him down. I didn't talk to him much after that because he ended up leaving the Subway and shit. But it's like, yeah, man, and then other than that, the only other crazy chicks I've dealt with that were homeschooled were the ones from my church, and that didn't end well. So I'm not pro homeschool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I get it. I mean, I've had family members who were homeschooled, and their homeschooling experience that I got to witness with eyewitness is like, it was a joke. It was a joke. So I'm not a fan of it either. I think it's just, it breeds laziness, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like Like, I want to keep I'll tell you this, I know you probably won't agree with me on this one, but I think year-round schooling is really where it's at. If we want to compete with the rest of the world, like literally, we have to. Year-round schooling is where it's at. It really is. Now, I know for teachers and educators, that's fuck, right? Especially for the amount of money you're going to make based on that. You enjoyed those 3 months off.
Well, it's not that. It's just that they've tried implementing that in some school systems. They typically always go back, though, because it doesn't really pan out because teachers are so underpaid and tired.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
And the kids just lose retention after a while, too. It's hard.
The kids, I mean, it definitely is. Again, it would be a system in place to do it. But I think, or maybe to spend the summer months focusing on trying to, like, build up a trade, get education in that versus anything else. I don't know. I mean, like, for my kids, when they get a little older, right now, they're, fucking so young. Like, I want to put them in programs over the summer. I want to, like, go, hey, let's go to a natural history museum. Let's learn some stuff and not end up just being, like, lumps on a log watching TV all day, because that's easy to do. It's fun to do, but it's true. It has been shown that kids will just kind of like, it takes forever to get them back into the motion of retaining the information, and so like we've got to up our standard of education, as I'm sure you'll agree, if we're going to compete with the rest of the fucking world.
No, I mean, again, it'd be nice if they put more money into things and they actually put more care into things, but it's just, it's not. I mean, listen, they put some, it just depends on what school district you're in, of course. I mean, sometimes they put more money into things than others, but again, it's just, certain things. Well, the problem, again, not to get into a whole diatribe, but the other issue is, too, there's too much of a focus on standardized testing, which it's just like education just becomes preparing for a single test that will determine whether or not you are a success or a failure. It's like, what? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean, like, I remember all that crap. I mean, I'll tell you this. I never actually took my SAT. I actually can't tell you any one of my friends who ever took their SAT.
Most people, they've gotten kind of phased out the SAT. Now it's all about the ACT.
Oh, okay. Because I remember, I mean, like, maybe it was just like because of where I was at when I graduated and whatnot. But like, none of my friends ever were like, I got this score on my SAT. None of them ever took it. But the thing is, when I was in school, man, like back in like the late 80s, early 90s and shit, going through elementary, middle school, and even high school, my teachers were just like, college. And like, that's what all they said was just college. And that's what got beat into us for years. Like, when you're in college, this is going to happen. And it's like, why not like actually like fucking focus on what we need to know, right? Like, to be fair, fucking bring back home ec. We need home ec. Kids need to learn how to fucking do laundry. Kids need to learn how to fucking make eggs, fucking spend more time on like fucking on civics. People need to know how the goddamn government works. A half a semester is not going to cover that, fucking finance, right? Like shit, like how to balance a goddamn checkbook, how to understand the fucking stock market. I had one half semester of economy, right? That was it. I had like, it was like a mixture of like civics and economy. That was it. Like, it was half and half. It was just like, it was nothing, it's just like, I understand that schools are like, they're designed to kind of go through to give you the generals of what you need. But like, fuck, dude. They could do so much more with like just trying to focus on what's going to actually help people the older they get. I don't know.
Hey, they're not wrong.
It's just, anyway, I don't know. Command Unit here says you haven't seen Israel's religious public schools. No, we haven't. Bad, good, crazy.
Yeah.
I can only assume that we say Israel's religious public schools. That's the thing. But there are some super chats to get to here. I just want to say, I know we've been going off on this whole thing for a little while. I don't know. I just got to be in my bonnet about it, I guess. Also, Benson, I did go to the post office. Finally was able to get over there. Thank you very much for the Funko Pop. He actually got me a Bob's Burger, Bob with the Burger Cart Funko Pop. It's an Amazon exclusive. It's a big one. Like, not
Nice.
not the huge ones, but like it's Bob with the burger cart, which is really great. My daughter, I pulled it out yesterday. I got home from the post office and my daughter is all like, she sees it. She goes, Bob's Burgers. So they're big fans. So thank you very much for that, Benson. Really appreciate that. And then also Taylor had sent me some stuff he got from Comic-Con last summer. He sent me a Clerks 3 tote bag, which is awesome. Thank you. And then he also found at this Dollar Tree type store down by the border, a couple little mini figs or some kind of mini toy of Cara Dune. Some Cara Dune toys. He sent me Cara Dune toys.
Wow. Better hold on to those. They're going to be relics soon.
Here's the thing is, I know I should be like, okay, I got Cara Dune toys. Oh, I thought you fucking hated her. I never hated I don't even hate Gina Carano. I think she's an idiot. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference on that shit. Anyway, so thank you guys very much for sending me those. All right, let me just let's kind of get this through. Saggy Man Titties here says, say this 3 times fast. I need pussy, I need pussy, I need pussy.
Hey, that didn't sound right. Do it again.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
All right, there you go.
You want me to say, if I say it any fucking faster, I'll go into a Cheech Marin thing from Dusk Till Dawn. You ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got pussy, 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 black pussy, white pussy, Spanish pussy, snapping pussy. It's fucking
Jesus.
The best line
movie, man.
He plays 3 characters in that movie, right? Cheech plays 3 characters. He plays a border crossing guard. He plays like the bouncer to the bar, and then he plays the criminal at the end. But the best line is at the end when he's like, "Hey man, you want a beer? We got some cold ones in the trunk. We got imported and domestic, or we got Mexican and domestic." Just like he just says, like, and domestic. Just cracked me up, man. I fucking love that goddamn movie.
Yeah. It's a good little movie.
It's crazy. Yeah, I remember when I rented that, like my friends, because it was, we weren't 17 yet. And so my friend's brother brings it home and he's like, "You guys want to watch this movie?" Like, all right, we pop it in, we watch. We're like, oh my God, this is like the best thing ever. And then on my, I think it was like my 17th birthday. That's when From Dusk Till Dawn 2 came out and we rented it. And we're like, hell yeah, dude, From Dusk Till Dawn 2. And the opening of the movie actually has a cold open with Bruce Campbell and Tiffany Amber Thiessen. And they both get killed. And then it goes into like the movie and we're like, oh, cool, Bruce Campbell's in this movie. And then Bruce Campbell dies. And of course, we're all like, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, hell yeah. And then she dies. But then the main character is Robert Patrick, the T-1000.
Oh.
So he's the main guy in the movie. And then even Danny Trejo comes back and reprises his role as the bartender. Never mind the fact that he died in the first movie. And the titty twister stopped looking like a fucking cave. And it looks like like an upscale metropolitan bar now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, pussy. All right. Ash here for 2. Thank you. Says, hey, RJ, that was quite a poem for Saggy.
You can bite it, Ash. You can bite it.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Also says here, I want to know RJ's thoughts on AI. There you go. That's a question.
I think people are abusing it and that it's growing too powerful.
You really think it's going that? You think it's going that crazy?
Yes. When it affects me, yes.
When it affects you, I mean, sure. I understand that, but you know what? Because I didn't want to touch upon this. We're going to take a quick little detour talking about the AI stuff right now. I want you guys to see this. This is something I just learned about yesterday. It's called Wonder Dynamics or Wonder Studio. And this is, you can do person replacement in the browser, right? Like, check out this this video here. This is like, now look, this is a demo, so I have no fucking idea how it's going to work in practice, if at all. Mm-hmm. But if this is what they, dude, the creativity is going to go crazy with this.
They say all great stories start with a sense of wonder. And what if bringing those stories to life wasn't limited by our resources, but only by our imagination? Welcome to Wonder Studio, where making movies with CGI is as simple as selecting your actor and assigning a character. The system uses AI to track the actor's performance across cuts and automatically animates, lights, and composes the CG character directly into the scene. Whether it's one shot or a full sequence, Wonder Studio analyzes and captures everything from body motion, lighting, compositing, camera motion, and it even tracks the actor's facial performance. All the artist needs is a camera. Filmmaking is a medium of creativity and collaboration between artists. There's no AI that can replace that. Wonder Studio was built to empower those artists while still keeping the existing 3D process in mind. Alongside the rendered results, Wonder Studio gives you the ability to export the individual layers you need to deliver your final visual effects shot. Whether it's lighting, camera, or animation, you can maintain full control and make detailed adjustments in 3D space. From the paintbrush, to the typewriter, to the camera, tools have always been an extension of the artist, a means to help our voices be heard. With Wonder Studio,
the stickman right there.
We hope the world hears yours.
Interesting, I guess.
Well, it's like, for one, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Although, how good is it, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, this is going to be a new developing technology, right? Obviously. But look who's behind it. Okay. So you got Joe Russo is one of the advisory boards.
Interesting.
So is Steven Spielberg.
Wait a minute. Go back up. Co-founder Ty Sheridan?
Yeah, Ty Sheridan, co-founder.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you got Ty Sheridan, Steven Spielberg, and Joe Russo?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Command Unit here, thank you, for 2 says, I personally welcome our new AI overlords.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's right.
It's kind of, yeah, a little bit, you know, I mean, it's not to say that it's going to be something like, I'm in no way fucking worried about it, but this is the kind of stuff that will actually, I think, really benefit.
I mean, people really hate this AI shit, though.
No, I think
really hate it.
People, honestly, it's like, look,
the stuff with it.
I'm sorry, what?
The ethics of it, and like the more moral conundrum with it, and the impact it has on people, and like actual artists and all that. So,
well, I mean, the thing is, though,
I get the controversy a bit.
I don't personally. I disagree with it. I think it's. I think tools are there. Tools benefit us constantly. We use tools for a lot of things. You know, stuff that's automated, stuff that is there for our creation and our ability. I mean, we do this. All the time, right? You do speech to text. That's AI. Right? Siri, AI. You know, Google Home, AI. Right?
AIs are kind of everywhere.
AI has been around forever. GPS.
It's just like we never had AI that like is trying to create actual art.
But it's not. But the thing is, it's not creating art on its own. It's a tool. It allows the average person to effectively become an art director, right? To visualize in their mind to actually be able to visualize what's in their mind, you know. And it also takes the power away to an extent from the major studios. It's going to give filmmakers the ability to create things that are smaller scale and allow for other voices to not be completely hindered by the mainstream system. I mean, this shit's punk rock, dude. It really is. Like the very definition of punk rock is what this crap is. The thing is, I understand the trepidation with it. There are certain ethical implications that need to be discussed. There are certain elements of it that need to be, I believe, regulated, you know? And I'm hopeful one day that it will. But in the meantime, the tools that it will be able to empower people with on a creative level, that's not going to require like hundreds of thousands of dollars in education or fucking access to materials. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you seen the video now of the I think it's the Google AI video? You can film with your phone and then it will create it and then it will prompt it.
Oh, no, I did not. No.
Let me see if I could find that. Rational here says, "This give me some AI from Andromeda." Like what? Like the show with Kevin Sorbo? I don't even know. James here says, "What about the art of filmmaking? What about it changes? What about it changes?" I mean, look, I'll put it to you like this. I think Puss in Boots is the best animated movie of 2022. I think Puss in Boots is an amazing movie. It's all made with computers. It's all made with computers.
Yes, but it's artists though who like draw stuff and like then integrate it into the computer and have to like digitally.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that though. Well, they're not doing it by hand anymore.
Well, by fingertips because they type and do all that stuff, and then some of them still draw stuff that like gets integrated into the film. So
yeah, but it's still largely done with computer. It goes to a render farm, and they render it out, and it gets created in a software program, and stuff gets drawn and then put in there. So to give you an for that Wonder Dynamic thing, right? You can actually create the image. You can create your render file or your Blender file, right? You can create your character in Blender and then import that into Wonder AI. You can even probably do it with UE5.
Maybe
create content with UE5 and then implement that into this, or find a way to make it all, to merge it all together. I mean, do you remember Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow?
No.
Have you ever heard of Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow?
Sounds familiar, but
hold on. We'll do I'll show you the trailer.
Okay.
Real quick, right? Because this is one that was a really interesting concept back in 2004 when it came out. And the movie itself definitely is not bad in any way. But all right, let me just get a bad take, Jarbo. No, it's not bad take, dude. I'm sorry. This is what's going on. You guys can't sit there and tell me that society hasn't fucking, we haven't altered our perspective on things. All right. Reiner says with tablets, they're still drawing by hand, but look at Bluey. Bluey animates by hand, but they use also computer generated references, right? They have their animation sheet that they can then pull the different things from. You know, and so again, they're not doing it frame by frame. They're still being enhanced by using a computer.
Well, there's still artistry involved.
Yeah, and there's still artistry involved in doing this shit with AI as well. It's not.
But I think the problem is that, like, for some people, it removes the soul.
They think that it does. That's on them. I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. I think that it requires you to look past your prejudice, and it really is prejudice at this particular point because technology always moves forward. Technology always moves forward, whether we want it to or not. We have more computing power in our pocket than it took to put a man on the moon. You know, they rely on these things, but so we build around them. We build around them, right? People are afraid of becoming obsolete. What did I mention beforehand? Right? What did I mention beforehand? Fucking, why are a bunch of middle-aged unemployed dudes pissed off and shit? Because their fucking jobs got outsourced. But instead of actually figuring out a way to work within the system, they're still pissed. This is the shit that if you're an artist, you can find a way to make it work and work around stuff. There's always going to be the need for human touch. Always. But it's going to require a smarter play to get there. So, anyway. Is it really artistry if anyone can do it, though? See, what kind of comment is that?
Well, no. Let me explain. I think I understand what Toger's trying to say. Remember Syndrome's quote in Incredibles?
If everyone is special, then no one is.
Mm-hmm. If everyone can be an artist, then no one really is an artist at that point. Like.
But what is art?
Well, that's the thing. Art is very subjective, but like I think that art has to be created by an actual person, though, wouldn't you say?
What says that it's not?
When it comes to AI?
Okay, so I mean, when it comes to in general, when it comes to in general though, okay. Here's the thing: what if I write a graphic novel, but I don't draw it?
Well, you're creating something, right? I mean,
yeah.
But
so if I don't draw it, but I write it, and I see it through, but I have to bring in an outside source to create the imagery, right? I need to bring in somebody to do the inking. I need to bring in someone to do all the other shit. You know, is that still my product? Am I still that person? Am I still in control of it?
Yes, but
that's the whole point. Is what this does is it allows people to more or less become more of an art director, and to oversee the project. So that it does change things a little bit, but it's not going to take it all the way. Now, let me show you this trailer. That's why there's a reason I want to show you this trailer.
Okay.
So it's just, this was made originally in some guy's garage. The concept for this, right? So this was from 2000. This came out in 2004, which means that it was in production like in 2002. This to give you an idea of how old this movie is, and like no one ever talks about it before. Or talks about it anymore, which they should. It's not a terrible movie.
Protocol 90206, calling Sky Captain.
When the shadow of evil falls across mankind.
Come in, Sky Captain.
A bold flying ace.
This is Sky Captain. I'm on my way.
One intrepid reporter.
What's this all about?
He's coming for me.
Who's coming?
And a courageous naval officer.
What have you got me into this time, Joseph?
Nothing you can't handle, Frankie.
Are all that stand between the enemies of the future and the world of tomorrow.
Cap, this is Dex. Do you read me? Come in.
Hang on, Dex. I'm a little busy.
Jude Law.
Hold on.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Can't anything ever be simple with you?
And Angelina Jolie.
It's a pleasure to finally meet the competition. Joe!
I see it!
Sky Captain and the world of tomorrow. Join the resistance at skycaptain.com.
It's a very unique movie. I mean,
it looks unique. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much pulling in the steampunk Rocketeer, invoking that kind of visual.
I love me some Rocketeer, so
especially with the also a lot of the 1950s sci-fi.
Yeah.
And if you notice like the blimp, so a lot of also World War II imagery as well. Sarah's here says, "Damn, I need to see this." Yeah, you can find it. You can find it out there. It's I remember I have the DVD around here somewhere. I remember the day I started film school, RJ, literally the day I started film school, I went to Walmart after class and the DVD had just hit. And I bought the DVD and went home. Well, this was I started in 2005. This came out in the tail end of 2004. But Anthony here says, imagine if they remade this movie. That'd be dope, dude. The reason why is because they used why it's fascinating was because the guy who did it, right? The guy who originally, I wonder if they can find the original test footage. I know you want to go here, but I also just want to show you this. Sky Captain test footage. Because there is, here we go. There's a short film. I won't show you the whole thing, but just to give you an idea for what they were going for. So this is apparently this original Captain Sky original short.
Okay.
So this guy made it in his garage, effectively.
Oh wow!
And it took him like a couple years to like program all of this, right?
I can imagine when you're working by yourself too.
Well, and you're doing this in like the late 90s or early 2000s. You know, I feel like we could probably make this now with our phone. The Hindenburg 3. What happened?
Right.
What happened to number 2?
That's her future prequel.
There you go. But I mean, like the camera work, the lighting, the noir effect, like it feels very Indiana Jones-esque just with the editing. You know, the score. I mean, kind of, it does sound like Indiana Jones a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I can see it. I mean, the style is fantastic. The way it's like, it looks great.
Yeah, it comes across. It feels like you're watching like an old, you know, like 1930s, 1940s film with, you know, that aesthetic and stuff. But then also like, you know, the way it's edited is really interesting as well. Like this shot right here, I really like. You know, so this is just like a short. It doesn't feel like there's any dialogue.
Right, it's a lot of visual storytelling for sure.
Yeah. I mean, but this feels like an old 1920s picture of you know, New York and so. Oh, that's from the trailer. Oh wow, they just reused shit from the from this for the trailer.
Of course they did.
Oh my god, I didn't know they did that.
It's cheaper that way.
Well, one of the things with this particular, with this movie that came out of this, was that they shot a lot of it on green screen. At the time, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. Like it wasn't. They shot like the entire movie on green screen. You know, so imagine like season 1 of The Mandalorian using the volume and how that was implemented. Very similar. Like this was kind of that before that.
Right, I get you.
Take that, you fucking car. Those guys are so dead.
This is Radio Dispatch. Emergency Protocol 90306. Calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain.
Do you ever play the game Crimson Skies?
Crimson Skies? No, I don't think I ever did.
Oh, dude, it was an Xbox original, like original Xbox and whatever, and it's basically just like a fucking steampunk, fucking God, you fight pirates and shit, right?
Okay.
It's like Crimson Skies.
Game?
No, it's like a fighter sim, like a. In 7 heart-pounding, thrilling chapters, Sky Captain and the Flying Legion and the World of Tomorrow. I mean, like that, like, yeah, this is from 1998, and then 6 years later, the movie came out.
Wow.
Right? So it is definitely, like, it's definitely a unique thing, is what I'm trying to say. Like, but that was something that this guy made on his own with computers and was able to get a fucking feature movie out of it done, right? You know, look at the what is the thing that the tunnels? Not the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
We just watched it. It was a couple weeks ago. The guy is being chased by a robot.
The Mines?
Not the mines. You know, hold on. It's like, oh god damn. Robot chasing kid movie. No, I don't know. What's it called? It's not Daryl.
It's Daryl's.
Daryl. Yeah, no. Okay, I think Jordan. No. It's a. Oh God. James Wan producing. Let me see here. No, they're doing Dead by Daylight. Oh God damn it. Dude, it's fucking like.
I know.
It like literally just announced it the other day.
I'm sure it'll come back to you.
It's like we watched it here. That's the funny thing about it. Anyway, one of the guys in the chat probably knows.
Yeah, someone will call eventually.
No, it's the one that, like, it's the kid falls into like the corridors or whatever the hell it is. And like he's being chased by something. And he ends up like falling out of you know, he fell out of the thing. God damn it! What the fuck is it called?
I wish I could help him remember.
It's not Megan. It's not Megan. It's an internet thing. It's an internet thing. It was created on the internet.
Slender Man?
Okay, yeah, kind of in the same vein of Slender Man. All right. James Wan internet meme producing. I'm just Googling it here. What's it called? No, not fucking. God damn it. It's oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Child's Play, The Back Room.
Short. Being produced by James Wan and Jason Bloom. Oh, it's
gone. It's gone.
I can't remember what it's called. It was actually freaky though. That was the thing. It was actually fucking freaky. It was not Dead by Daylight.
I think you're gonna chalk that one up. It's just an L.
I should know. You guys wanted it was the tunnels, the something. Is it the back rooms? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Is it the back room? Hold on. I think it might be Yeah. It's the back rooms.
The back rooms. Okay.
Like I think
could not have guessed that, but okay.
Well, it's they have it. I think it's whatever the fuck. It's like the guy had made it. There's a game about it, I guess.
Okay.
But Hold on. Sure. I'm just trying to find this here. Maybe it is. Yeah. It's the back rooms, found footage. You didn't see this?
The back rooms?
Yeah.
No.
Which was the one that we watched? That was you got to see this one before you go, but because you get All right. Okay, let me see if I can find it here because there's like, God damn it, give me the fucking link. All right, here. Oh shit. God damn it. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to make this shit fucking work. Okay.
Everything's broken.
It's no, you should see how many tabs I have up. That shit's insane. Okay. Yeah, we'll check this out and then RJ's gonna dip and then I'll get to the super chats and we'll get to the main stuff and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay, on screen.
Sound. Camera.
Rolling.
All right, and action. All right, cut. That was good. Guys. All right, that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle, and then we're done. Okay?
All right. Yeah, cool.
Like how much further? Like
A little more. A little more.
that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello? Hello? Hey guys. What is this? Hello? Is someone there?
I like this already. It's first person. Slow. This is very Slender Man like.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But the thing is, this is all made in Unity.
Really, all Unity.
All Unity, yeah.
So
I mean, you can tell by looking at that's
yeah,
like,
that's true. They
yeah.
started like the film.
What gets it, the sound design is what does it though, right? Where it feels like you're tapping like they're tapping the speaker or the microphone, and then also the air conditioning. You hear the humming in the background.
Yeah.
So the air conditioning sells the atmosphere because you're used to that, like being in an empty office building. So like I give credit to the sound design because since we're mostly auditory.
Can anybody hear me?
No.
Hello?
I love the yellow lighting because it's just like,
Yeah, that piss filter.
yeah. Well, there's that, and like fluorescent lighting kind of does that to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
a little bit.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my god, fuck.
What the hell?
Yay, creepy writing.
That would hurt.
Yeah, how about hell no? Yep, don't like that.
Holy shit. What the fuck is this place?
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real.
Again, nope.
You gotta be kidding me. So I gotta ask, is this freakier than Scream 6?
A little bit. I mean, it's not like too bad. It's more spooky than like, it's not like scary.
Yeah.
It's more just like interesting and creepy. It's got a creep factor to it, I'll admit that.
See, it's shit like this is why I love found footage films.
Yeah, there's litany of options you have with that. Okay, that looks a little goofy. God damn. Alright, that kind of got me a little bit, I'm gonna lie. So did he die?
I don't know. There's a whole bunch more. There's a whole bunch of lore with this. Yeah, there's a lot of lore with this. I
mean, that was a good jump scare at the end. I gotta admit, that was a good jump scare.
So, no, there's a lot there. Like, this is a kind of cool thing with this, right?
Yeah, it's something original somebody just made online.
Well, and the thing is, so Jason Blum and the kid who made this is 17.
Oh, wow.
And Jason Blum and James Wan are going to be executive producing the feature film version of this, which this kid will shoot, I think, over the summer in between, I think, graduating high school and going to college, or going into his senior year or whatever.
Wow, really?
So it's
that's impressive.
So yes,
Impressive.
well, it's like I don't know any other details on it. But I have a feeling to keep the aesthetic the same, it's most likely going to be done like an Unreal 5, perhaps Unity, right? Most likely UE5 because that's kind of where things are these days. But there's a lot you can do with Unity that.
I mean, dude. I mean, again, credit where it's due. I mean, that's awesome to be like a kid in high school and get like a major film deal to where like you're gonna shoot a movie based off of your YouTube video for a major studio with like a ton of funding. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, again, you're kind of yes, very cool, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this simply because of the accessibility of some stuff like digital filmmaking, AI filmmaking, things with that to allow for more creativity in those little stories to get out there. And, you know, as I've also said, I think the two things that are going to save Hollywood right now are going to be horror movies and anime. I do. I think that, you know, I mean, look at Creed 3, heavily inspired by anime to the point of where it's like, you know, even Michael B. Jordan is out there recommending anime to get into.
Yeah, that list is not the best list, by the way.
Well, you know, it's accessibility.
It's what he grew up with, which I understand, but it's not, you know, kind that I recommend over a Steiner, but you know, it is.
Yeah. He's also been out there making movies for a long time, and you know, so he's gonna do what he's gonna do. But I'm just saying, you know, what we've got though is, Donovan here says, I don't know about horror saving Hollywood. Considering the fact that horror movies have a modest and minimal budget and can bring in the greatest return on investment, yeah, they're going to do pretty well. They're going to help a lot. There's already a lot of that. Jess, you're asking, so when am I going to watch anime? I don't know.
Serious, we got a Zoomer in Hollywood finally.
I mean, well, no, there's a lot of, that's the thing though, is there's a lot of people that understand why this stuff is as interesting as it is, right? But I think another thing people need to remember about all this crap too is that what we're looking at here is the industry in and of itself is changing a little bit, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there's that also
things transform.
Exactly. So I before you go, because I'm gonna hold you for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, of course.
Something is a bit of a palate cleanser. Non-Kino here for $5. Thank you, buddy. And I know there's a lot of other supers to get to as well. Sorry, guys. We've kind of been all over the place. But he says, you guys should watch Den of Nerds' recent live stream where he reacts to James Gunn directing Superman. It's the saddest / hilarious thing ever.
Oh, God. I don't know if I want to see that.
He sent it to me as well. He did send it to me.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So I just went a little bit ahead of what he sent just because. But, you know, yeah. It's good old Josh.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
What's he doing? There we go.
Fans / experts. I mean, it's tough because there's stuff I can talk about and stuff I can't.
Exactly.
I mean,
so I don't want to. I want.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
want to
But it's
line.
a totally fair question. Yeah. I mean, James Gunn is a super nerd and he's super creative.
Right.
He's the writer and director of the Superman movie, and he's sort of the creative force behind all of this. Him and Peter Safran.
Yes.
And he reached out to a group of screenwriters and myself. Fantastic.
Because is that kind of the idea of like there being a committee of people who are like not purists but fans / experts?
I mean, it's tough because there's stuff I can talk about and stuff I can't.
Exactly.
I mean,
so I don't want to. I want.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
want you to toe
But
that
it's
line.
a totally fair question. Yeah. I mean, James Gunn is a super nerd and he's super creative.
Right.
He's the writer and director of the Superman movie.
God damn.
No.
This is already mega cringe.
I feel like I should commit suicide out of shame for seeing this.
This is bad.
This is...
Was that it? Oh no, there's more.
I don't know. I don't know what he's going to say.
I'm already cringing very hard. I don't know how it can get worse from here.
I just can't get over how like chunky his face is. Like he's been working out, which good for him. But like his I think he's taking roids because like his face is just like fucking like ballooned up.
Do you remember when I was saying earlier, like I'm having a great week, I'm feeling awesome, like things are great, and like, you know, we're doing all, like we're great, it's all good. I mean, I guess we saw it coming. You know, I guess we saw it coming. I thought maybe at the last minute he was going to pull something really interesting and bring in like somebody different to be the director. So imagine, and by the way, this is like Taika.
And
This is Taika. These guys are cut from the same cloth. I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn stars in the movie next. You know, Taika gonna write and direct a Star Wars movie and star in it. And it's like that. There's no. It's like hubris just unchecked, basically, when it comes to Gunn. And the balls of this guy to fire this generation's Superman, and then to decide
he never hired him.
Launch my version of DC off of the back of a Superman movie that I'm gonna write and direct. I mean, that's so fucking ballsy. I, of course, am beyond skeptical of his ability to do that. I can't wait for Superman to be making dick jokes and like doing X-ray bullshit, horrible ass James Gunn jokes. Please, for the love of God, like real talk. Who's around this guy to say no? Like who's gonna be the person? Is it gonna be Peter? I haven't fucking heard a word out of you since you got the gig, Safran. Like who's gonna be the person to tell this motherfucker no? This is wild, bro. This is wild. I will say this. If he somehow pulls this off, wow. Like, wow. Be a truly incredible feat. And truly incredible feat. I'm skeptical. I am skeptical, to say the least. Holy shit.
All right, that's pretty bad.
That's bad. Again, he never fired Henry Cavill. I don't know why he's pushing that. He never fired. And again, it's like, he fired this generation's Superman. Oh my God.
Well, you know, Static Pather says, can we just laugh him off the internet like we did Star Wars Theory? I mean, Theory's still around. He's just hasn't been as controversial recently. You know, I don't even know what they've been saying about Mando. I don't even fucking care.
I think Josh is still salty that James Gunn called him out and said he lived in his mother's basement.
Yeah, I know, right? Just that whole notion of like, you fucking the balls on this guy. Like, you know, I just, again.
Well, I've heard this take a lot. Like, people are like, I think Grace was saying that it makes Gunn look very bad that he's giving himself a huge payday to direct a movie.
Considering the fact that's what he was brought in for, they need to shut the fuck up.
She was also saying like he needs to announce this, like he needs to announce other people, because if he's the only person directing a movie that's confirmed, it makes him look bad.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Well,
no, it doesn't.
According to her logic, it's like you need to hire other people instead of hiring yourself.
And he's gonna hire other fucking people. He ain't gonna do fucking Val Zod Superman. You know what I mean? Like they're doing the Joker 2 right now. That's filming at the moment, right? They got like Flash coming out and shit. They don't have the movie coming out until motherfucking 2025. Right. And then after that, they're gonna get everything else off the ground. Even Keanu Reeves is like, I don't even know if Constantine 2 is happening anymore. Mm-hmm. Even he said that the other day, right? So again, shit is up in the fucking air. But let's just be frank about everything. Zaslav took a pitch from James Gunn and Peter Safran about their idea for the future of the DCU. He bought that pitch. That pitch comes with James Gunn not only at the helm of this, but directing a bunch of the shit. Writing and directing a bunch of the shit. Because to Zaslav wants MCU money. So you use the fucking guy who's in the MCU. You use that talent. You use that weapon. It makes no sense. I don't understand. Like, Grace fucking knows this. Josh fucking knows this. You don't bring in someone like James Gunn and then just like relegate him to fucking pencil pushing. That's what Safran's there for. Safran's that guy. The rest of it is going to be fucking James Gunn. Like, that's why he was brought in. You know? So it doesn't look bad on him. If it looks bad on him, that's on the person making the claim. But Zaslav specifically brought him in to do that shit. So give him the chance to do it before everyone fucking starts losing their goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Non-Kino here says, my apologies to exposing you to that much cringe. That's not the most cringe I've seen today, but that's
I mean, it's pretty cringe, but it's not the worst I've seen. Josh is just a fucking idiot, though.
Oh, yeah, they're all fucking idiots.
Yeah. But on that lovely note, I am going to dip out. Matt, thank you for having me on. I'm going to get some rest. It's been a long day, double feature. But yeah, thank you for having me on.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, buddy. Get some sleep.
Yeah, of course. See you, man.
I'll see you later. All right. Thank you to RJ. Okay, we got Rational here for a $5. Thank you, buddy. Says WBD doesn't have a lot of money, so Gunn is going to prioritize DCU projects over Elseworld. Yeah, no, that's obviously what it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be good shit there. Oh, man. I guess there was something today about James Gunn, like in a Superman mug. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I didn't see that at all. But there are some supers I got to get through here, guys. You've been very patient. I very much appreciate the jumping around. We just had the conversation going. Command Unit here says, Israeli religious public schools have state funding while having the right to not teach 60% of the curriculum set by the Ministry of Education. Really? So they got state funding, but they don't have to teach. They can not teach up to 60% of the curriculum. That's interesting. Good for them. Command Unit here also. By the way, I got the we'll watch that there towards the end there. For the Iron Within Warhammer. Thank you. Also, Command Unit says, I personally welcome my new AI overlords. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. That's going to be interesting. But thank you for that. And then we've got Moisture for 5 says, AI voices of presidents playing video games is hilarious. Yeah, I've seen those. Those are really funny. It makes me wish I could write comedy. You know, I'm just not, I as try as I might, I can riff and be kind of funny. I have trouble writing comedy, but thank you. Ash here says, you guys never seen Backrooms? It's popular. We watched it a couple weeks ago. I just forgot what it was called. Which it freaked me out, but I just forgot what it was called. So there's that. Thank you though. King of Gold say here says, if this is hell, I'm assuming you're referring to the Backrooms. That would be hell. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So we're caught up on that one. Ryan here says comedy is hard overall. It really is. It really is. You know, like I was thinking about it tonight. I'm like, man, you know what I'm like, cause my birthday is in 2 weeks from today, right? That was now March 12th. My birthday's on the 26th. And I'm like, what would I like to do being 41? Right? What would I like to do that's a little bit different? And I'm like, you know what? I'd like to, I'd really like to, you know, like maybe try stand-up comedy, like find an open mic night, give that a shot. But I might have to go to Tacoma for that. That could be a thing. Did I miss one, Jess? I'm sorry, buddy. Let me go look. I thought I got everything. Hold on here. Let me go back and find it, man. I will go all the way back for you, buddy. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it just gets caught. Okay. Oh, there was got a couple of them that I missed. Shit. I got the one from Throg. Sorry, Throg. I'm still going back. All right. Come on. Where is it? But if I can't, Ryan here, and then, okay. Sorry, I think that's the ones that I missed. Okay, I missed a couple. God, I'm so bad at this, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, Jess here for Two Thinkers says, they're seals, but instead of barking, they yell woke. That does seem about right. You know, woke, 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 woke. Yeah, makes sense. Ryan here for Fiverr. Thank you, buddy. Have you seen the Razzie winners video? I haven't. We'll probably do that one tomorrow night. I know I think you sent it to me on Discord, if I'm not mistaken, or posted it on Discord. I don't know. I saw it. Tomorrow night we'll be covering the Oscars at the end of the night, so we can take a look at that then. Thank you, though. And then Throg here for Fiverr that says, they told me that lizards from space were our conquerors, not computers. Someone get Linda Hamilton on the phone quick. I know she needs work these days, right? She needs work. Get her in on that one. Okay. So let's see. Need to think of something because I have to go use the bathroom. So I need to kind of take a quick break myself because we've been on for 2 hours. Let me find something. What's something we can watch that's like 8 minutes long or whatever, a couple minutes long, just so I can go to the bathroom. I know. Fucking people who, like who stream, I got to go to the bathroom. What can we watch? Let me catch up here. All right. Sorry. New comments. Matt doesn't get a slap on the face for stand up. I don't think I should. Warhammer. Yeah, but Warhammer, can it last for a couple minutes? Let's see. Static Path here says, comedy is getting called out by David Ayer for not saying you don't like his Joker damage tattoo by saying we didn't like it and then getting him so mad he blocks you. Dude, I saw that. I did see that today. I saw you get blocked too. I was laughing at that. I really was. You can watch the Howard trailer. It's less than a minute. Yeah, I need longer than a minute. I need longer than a minute just so I can just use the restroom real quick. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me see here. Did we find? Okay. Let's see. How long is this one? Nope, that's way too long. We're not gonna do that one. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I'm a little lost for it right now. Okay, I know, guys. I'm like, it's like when your brain is like, I got to go to the bathroom, and your body's like, I got to find something to show people. Okay. Let me see if I can. I have an idea. Okay. God damn it. Where is that at? Okay, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. This will do. This will do. I'm gonna wow you guys. We said comedy is hard. Comedy is hard. Here, I wrote this comedy. It's like a few minutes. I know. We'll give it a go. By the way, this was bootlegged from the film festival because I thought it'd be funnier.
Great guy! What? Already? It's only 8:15. Listen, new guy. Yeah, okay. Well, listen, Gum. Yeah, whatever. It's important that we break and we break off to maintain proper hydration. You see, the human body is made up of 70% water. Hence the hot weather, Heat stroke can come on you like that. 1 minute you're working, you're doing fine. The next you're all looping, your head bursts into traffic. Bob? See that? What? That? What? That, right there.
Yeah, okay, I see it. 97, left side front fender. Soccer mom.
Chuck. $64,815 medical expenses. $14,830 in comp claims. $482.15 minivan repair.
So, what are we here for today, boss?
We're here to survey and proceed with the removal and destruction of Plantago Major.
Plantago what? Open your ears, boy. Tiny said Plantago Major. What's that?
Well, Plantago Major is it's an herbaceous type of like sperm hard soil like you might find on the edge of the road like this. It's a kiss of death for any kind of flora or fauna that grow next to it. Seedlings.
So what are we doing to remove it?
First, we secure the area.
Why don't we just pull the weed?
Pull the weed. You reach down to pull that weed without following the strict guidelines set forth by the County of San Diego. Anything can happen.
Like what?
Chuck? In 1964, Earl Forrester from East County, he just reached down, ended up straining a disc in his back. Went out on medical leave after going to the hospital. He was out for 3 months. All in all, ended up costing taxpayers $677,000.84 for adjustment for inflation. That's exactly why we follow a checklist. Bob? This checklist is the backbone of any road crew anywhere. With this list will help us properly remove that said weed.
Plantago Major?
Yeah. Bob, measurements. 27.2 inches high by 28.3 inches wide. Weight? Sample size probably about 1 or 2 grams. How's it taste? Okay, that's lunch.
So what's next?
Smoke test. So how does it smoke?
How long is that checklist?
I think that is everything. Hey, Bob, you want to grab that necessary tool?
Hey, I'll get it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Keep that thing away from me.
It's just a shovel.
Bob, the three of us are on limited duty because of injuries on the job, and we're not legally able to lift anything more than 40 ounces.
Just a shovel.
If that shovel comes anywhere near us, one of us could go into post-traumatic shock, going into a spiral down into self-pity and depression, because we want to be able to exercise our God-given American right to earn an honest living. And then it would cause us to go into endless years of therapy and counseling, and then we'd have to take several kinds of prescription drugs. And it would end up costing taxpayers money. Chuck, $1,900,000. What he's trying to say is that any of us touch that shovel, the terrorists win. Are you there?
Why don't we try this?
Now you're learning, kid. That was Shirley from Dispatch. You sent us to the wrong site. Back it up.
Got lucky this time.
So how's your first day of work feel?
It doesn't.
Yeah. That's what they are.
All right, so that one, for those of you who were in the peanut gallery, that was a 48-hour film. That was we had 48 hours to write it, shoot it, edit it, get it done. So it's definitely not like the most polished of comedies, but I did win best writing for that. That I believe I won best writing for that one. So, because I wrote it in like fucking couple hours. Some of the good jokes in there. The terrorist win one, that's the one that landed it for me though. So that was pretty good. But a lot of it was just very quickly shooting it. Not even a chuckle out of me. Well, you're dead inside, Enterprising. I'm just going to say that. Nah, people weren't stoned. It's a 48-hour thing though. You have like, it's just, see, I think it's a lot of it too. It's like, yeah, there's a live audience factor there. I actually bootlegged it. There's an HD copy of it somewhere. I just forget on which channel it's on. But I had a lot of fun with that one. You know, again, comedy is hard and it's also very subjective. Maybe it should have been one of those things. Should have been there. But all right, let's move on here to the big one of the night. This is the one that talking about in the thumbnail here. So Shazam 2 just spoiled its huge DC cameo. So there's that one there. Hans here says, you always get me to laugh. I think this is more about me than you though. I mean, okay. I don't even know. Yeah, it's 48 hours, dude. You're mixed about it. It is just what it is. I didn't realize it was yours. I said that. I said I wrote this thing. We shot it in 2007. It's just it's a 48-hour film, yeah. Yeah, it worked so well, Black. I know, right? That's the thing, Blushy here. They spoiled the huge cameo. Now, but here's the thing though, they actually spoiled the cameo. It's not like we knew about it and it leaked out. This is actually in a thing. Static here says, I don't understand how they're saying it's spoiled when we knew this was going to be in the movie months ago. Here's the thing with that. Not the general audience didn't know. The general audience had no idea that this was going to be happening because they never really talked much about this movie. If you paid attention to online movie chatter, you would have heard about this, right? Like there was a gal herself had posted like an Instagram shot of her having done something. Many people, myself included, thought that it was probably going to be Shazam 2 and a flash cam. So, what? You're not going to suck me off at the Chinese machines because you wrote it? Thank you. I'm not asking you to. So you don't mind being my version. I think Simon would have gotten a kick out of that. He would have appreciated what we were going for. But anyway, yeah, it's like, again, they didn't really like talk about this stuff here. Donovan says, I don't see it as desperate, just stupid, moronic. It's absolutely desperate. You keep saying you don't see it as desperate. I just don't think you want to see it as desperate, but it's absolutely desperate. This movie needs to make money, right? Because the studio needs money. The reviews came in from last night, or like the early reactions, and people are saying it's better than the first one, but to still put out this cameo is really, really, really dumb, because this cameo should be something that, you know, again, fans should be surprised by when they go and see it. But by having it in the actual stupid fucking trailer that they showed, it's going to end up really, really, really hurting. So let's find out more here. So a new TV spot. It's a TV spot even. For Shazam Fury of the Gods spoiled a major cameo that many DC fans already suspected but had not been officially confirmed until now. Rumors have been swirling for months as bits and pieces of what appeared to be Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, armor, gauntlet, and even shoulder appeared in trailers and clips for the movie. Did they? I don't remember any of that. I'm just going to bring this up real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, all right, I see it. They did. They kind of did. Yeah, they've been hinting at it for a while. But here is this. Official footage from Shazam TV, the Fear of the Gods TV spot confirmed a brief but massively spoilery clip from the upcoming film. The quick shots of many of Shazam 2's most important characters, notably Zachary Levi Shazam, the Shazam family, and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, is shown clearly and purposefully. And so, I mean, this is like on television, right? The shot is from on television. Holy shit. Right? Even David Sandberg came out and says, well, there's some big Shazam spoilers out there now. If you want to go in fresh, maybe don't be online or watch TV with ads. Pretty good advice in general, actually, which is actually throwing a lot of shade at the industry of which he works. All right, the industry of which he works. What's really funny is The Rock wouldn't be in this, but Gal Gadot would. Right? The Rock wouldn't even dare show his fucking face in this movie, a movie that arguably will maybe make more money than his movie. Toker here says the spot's currently running on YouTube right now. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it absolutely is. It's, you know, Enterprising here says it is desperate. They know not enough people care about Shazam. I mean, it's been 4 years, right? It's been 4 years. That's a long time in between sequels and everything else. So we got that one there. And the new footage, as well as a commentary from Sandberg, confirmed that Gadot will be playing Diana Prince in the movie. In addition, Taylor Cahill will be appearing as fake Wonder Woman beside her. Cool. So we don't know what this is going to ultimately do for the DCU. We have no idea what this means for the future. Obviously, they're hoping that Gal Gadot fans will show up to go and see the movie. I mean, I think everyone's hoping that at this particular point. I think additionally, another thing to consider here is just that what you've got is again pure desperation on their part, and I don't say that to be like super fucking mean or whatever, man, but it's true. It's absolutely true. The problem with everything has to do with the fact that they need to get butts in seats, and so they're thinking that if they do the same thing that they did with perhaps it's like this. Perhaps what they're thinking is this. Instead of going, let's not spoil the movie and then hope fans have solid word of mouth, why don't we do what we did for the Henry Cavill thing, which effectively was admitting he was in the movie, confirming he was in the movie. But what they were worried about happened is that somebody had leaked the footage online. Here, it's not being leaked online. It's actually being put out there in an actual press release, like an actual fucking video, an actual fucking, like, you know, actual promotional ad from the company. So they're not letting it circulate in low res quality, even though this is just a TV ad. They want people to see it. And maybe they think that if more people see it, instead of just hearing about it, but actually see it, it might entice them to show on up. Because this weekend you've got Scream. Scream is going to come in at about 43.5 million. I don't know if I think that's going to beat out Creed 3, right? Creed 3 had a really good weekend last weekend, right? Then you've got next weekend is Shazam. The weekend after that is John Wick 4, rocking a 3-hour fucking runtime. And that thing's looking at like a solid, 75 million open, whatever, which is like the biggest opening for a John Wick movie. And then after that, we're going into April, and I can't even, then right after that's Mario, like literally right after that is Mario. So we're going into a really crowded time, which is not unheard of for March, but still it's a really crowded time. So whatever the fuck Shazam is going to have to do, it's going to have to do it. And it's got a lot of competition. The last time it was sandwiched in between Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame. We all know Captain Marvel was able to very much benefit from the anticipation for Endgame. But Shazam kind of came and went as a result of that, but it still pulled in, I think, just around 400 million worldwide. I can only hope that this one does about the same. I can only hope that this one actually can have some legs. But going up against what it's going up against is going to be a real big ass problem. But again, I think it's just like, yeah, I agree with Toker here. All the ad money is going to be saved to push the Flash. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's coming out. The Flash is coming out at a time when it's got more time to itself. You know? So that's a factor. That's a thing. And it's unfortunate. It's really, really, really unfortunate that's the case. What's up, Cork? How you doing, man? Yeah, happy Sunday. I guess it is Sunday now. Yeah, it's after midnight. Toker, he says, I'm guessing Mario would do 1.5 to 1.8 billion. I mean, that's a tall order. But I think it could happen, man. Like Mario, people are very, very excited for Mario. You know, I mean, I already bought my tickets. I haven't bought my tickets for Shazam yet because I don't think I'm going to have to pre-buy them early. I'll just go watch it this week. You know, I still need to see Scream 5, which I was going to try to watch tonight, but instead I'm going to probably wrap it up in like the next 20 minutes. I'm going to go watch catch up on The Last of Us because the finale is tomorrow, which I probably won't watch till after the Oscar stream. So we'll do that. Underhaven here, Anna here says 2023 is a year of Chris Pratt. Exactly. Yeah. Donovan here says hot take, more excited for Guardians of the Galaxy over Mario. I mean, yeah, I get that, but I don't think the two are like even remotely connected outside of just both starring Chris Pratt. Fandom NSLs here says, speaking of DC, all my friends have been buzzing about the Mario movie for months, far more than any other Marvel or DC movie this year. I think it's getting 1 billion. I have said from the beginning that it's going to cross 1 billion. And for some reason, people kept telling me, no, it's not going to do it. It's Mario's not going to do it. I'm like, dude, it's Mario 30 years after the last movie in an animated movie that looks like the characters, and it's done by Illumination, which is proven track record of making movies that are bangers. All right. You know? So there's that. Okay. Let's see here. There were a couple supers I missed. I want to get to. I'm so sorry, guys. All right. Moisture here says, we're going back to the politics conversation real quick. A while ago, you said Joe Biden has too many wins to lose re-election next year. Could you elaborate what wins mean? I'm like unemployment rate. There is obviously the stuff involving infrastructure. There is, my brain is kind of going to mush right now. So Joe Biden has had, like Joe Biden, he's had a lot of wins. He has had a lot of wins. And again, like he's kind of coming up. The good thing about Biden is like kind of like with Obama, with Bush, coming off of that disaster, it's going to seem better by comparison. And if the Republicans just run DeSantis, because if Trump's not even running a campaign right now. He keeps saying he's running for president, but he's not doing anything really, which is fine. He's relying on name recognition, which, as we have found out from other places, other polls and whatnot, that DeSantis is doing pretty well. But the thing is, he's got the personality of wet bread. Like DeSantis is not an interesting individual. And he comes out and he just keeps, again, just like the fandom menace, keeps rocking that fucking same playbook. Everything is woke, you guys. Florida is where woke comes to die. It's stupid. Anyway, we'll talk more about that as we should get further. Also, Moisture says Matt should host a stream with Vaush to discuss politics. Vaush only lives like 30 minutes from me, as far as I understand it. I'd like to meet him. I know we were both at the Bernie Sanders event back in 2020, and everything else. Although at this point, he's probably way too big to talk to someone like me. We have mutual friends though. That is true. And so if there's ever like an event in Seattle that they're all at, I'd probably go and meet him and everything else. And I wouldn't mind having a conversation with him. I don't know. We could have an interesting talk, him, me being the former gamer-gator and whatnot. There's some name recognition with that, I guess. Also my dumb mug in the thumbnail seems to do well for some people. So we'll see that. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just get through the ones that I have not gotten through. Okay. Let's see. No, I think we're good on that one there. Hold on here. Commandant here says Trump visited East Palestine, Ohio. He did to survey a wreck that he caused in part. So, I'm just saying there's that. That's true. Enterprising here says the Fox defamation suit is a big win for Biden. That is true. Yeah, that is very true. Somebody called out Hannity on his radio show, and Hannity's like, "That's not what I said. That's not what I said." No, they all know what they said. They all know what they said. They all know it. Okay. Fandom NSLs here says, with this Trump indictment stuff because of the tax returns or Stormy Daniels case lead to anything like arrest, who would be easier for Biden to run against in 2024, Trump or DeSantis? So it would be easier for, okay, so I don't know if, I heard talks of the indictment stuff, but like, I don't know what's going on with that, to be fair. So, cause like, I don't know. There's like so much going on. I try to watch like here's the thing, like Midas Touch is usually really on it, but fuck my goddamn butthole. Those guys, dude, they'll be like, breaking news, Donald Trump's life is over. And it's like a 25-minute video. And it starts off and it's like, hi guys, I'm Ben Meiselas from Midas Touch. Have you guys oh my God, it's just like, it's like 30 seconds of information and then like 24 minutes of extrapolation that is just fucking pointless. Not a fan personally, but I think as for it'd be easier for Biden to run against DeSantis because DeSantis is not a national name yet, and the thing is too, fucking no one likes Florida. You know what I mean? It could be like, this is where woke comes to die, and we took on Disney. It's like, yeah. You pissed off the House of Mouse, idiot. Stay in your fucking state. They'll crush your ass if you try to leave it. I'm just saying. DeSantis, like, there's that whole stuff with him, like, hanging out with, like, underage kids and drinking. That's a problem. Donald Trump doesn't like him either. Wants to call him, like, what's it, like meatball? They calls him, like, meatball or something. I don't know, man. It's great. Let's see here. Have you heard about the going on with the BBC? There was a sports presenter who compared the new Tory policy for illegal immigrants to the policies of Germany in the 1930s. Yeah, I heard about that. And the guy got got suspended or something. I don't know what he was. I don't know what he was criticizing necessarily. I just saw the headlines. So there's that. Toker here says, hold on, Fourth. Yeah. Deregulation of the trains. The deregulation of the fucking rail lines. That's what caused the fucking crash in East Palestine. That was done by Trump, and he trumpeted it on social media. I did it. I went out there, you guys. And I can't do a Trump. Like, oh my God, I can't do it. I can do the hands. It's great. It's amazing. No, but he did that. He went out there and he talked about the deregulation of the train industry. All right. Which led to what happened in fucking East Palestine. So yes, it's 100% his administration pushing for deregulation that led to this fucking terrible ass natural disaster. I'm sorry. We have got to start really kind of assigning blame where it's due. All right. So, okay. Toker says Biden has to be alive and cognitive to get the nomination. Dems are not going to put him up. I don't think new blood is needed. Dems are too afraid to not run him. They are. They're too afraid to not run him. Who are they going to run? Literally, who are they going to run? Anyway, they have to run somebody against Trump. If Trump is the one who gets the nomination. All right. Like, Biden beat Trump before. He has a good shot of beating him again. They have to put him up against somebody. Here's the thing. Even the RNC, it doesn't even really matter. Actually, maybe it doesn't even matter because the RNC has already said that that they're not going to do a presidential debate. The RNC is like, we're not doing a presidential debate, which should be the talking point of every fucking news station out there. The RNC are a bunch of pussy ass fucking tight-lipped bitches that are so fucking afraid of an 81-year-old, apparently in cognitive decline president that they don't want to put their guy against him. Never mind the fact that during the last presidential election, when Fox hosted a fucking debate, Rupert Murdoch gave Jared Kushner information, apparently. So, there's this corruption across the fucking board, but no, fucking me, fucking Trump. Anyway. They'll run Hillary Part 2, maybe. It's gonna be Hillary Clinton. Who's gonna be? It's gonna be Bill in a dress. They're not going to run Kamala. They're not going to run Kamala. Not at all. Let's see here. Danny here says Biden has won too much. He's snarky and witty. He says, watch me run. Yeah, basically. I mean, like, the thing is, like, you know, Biden, if Biden can, if he can nail it, he can come out there. He can treat Trump like corn pop and just beat him down and shit. Save the pool, right? He can save the pool. But the thing is, though, he's got to fucking get some shit in order. I'll tell you that. Like, he's got to start really playing into the progressive values. But at least Pelosi's out of the way. Now we just got to get rid of Chuck Schumer. Although I'm not too sure, like, you know, how much I trust Hakeem Jeffries to handle the party. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Cork Driver here says, what is this here? RNC, pussy ass, pussified pussies. Yeah, there we go. You missed the old Biden memes? Which one? Like, Dark Brandon is great. Dark Brandon 24. Yeah, Dark Brandon's great. The fourth asking, has anyone seen Kamala? Not at the border, apparently. Not at the border. Danny says Biden's a classic lib. Classic lib is his code name for, like, light conservative. I mean, look. Like I said, I'm a progressive. I go for progressive policies. In essence, the way that I view it is like, if whoever's got the better policy will sway my attention. Largely, that's that's left wingers. But you know what? If a right winger can actually have a decent policy, yeah, we'll check it out. I'm okay with that. Oh, that was a Charlie Skinner quote from the newsroom. God, I wish that show would have lived on. 3 seasons was not enough. 3 seasons on that show was not enough. That show was great. That opening, that cold open, still one of the better fucking like 3-4 minute rants that we've seen on fucking TV. It's fantastic. Command Unit here says Biden lost a lot of the left when he banned the rail workers strike. There's certainly a big leftist push for Trump on YouTube recently. I haven't seen a big leftist push for Trump. Can you give me examples of that? I would really like to see that. The rail workers strike did not benefit him. I will definitely, especially following the fact that after that, the whole East Palestine thing happened. All right. I will grant you that. But I also feel that, again, like what we're seeing is like the right wing wants to strike down unions, like left and right, right? There's this big exchange that happened the other day between a Teamster and this one senator. You know, that was a great clip and whatever. A lot of Americans are pretty pro-union. The Republicans want to get rid of unions. The left wants to maintain them. So you have a lot going on with that. There's a lot going on with that. I don't think Biden lost as much as you think. But again, it doesn't even really matter to an extent. It still boils down to the whole, is he better than Trump? That's what's going to that's what's going to be on the ballot. Is he better than Trump? And the reality of it is yes. Yes. I mean, unless you're wealthy, unless you're really wealthy and then whatever, then no. But I mean, for the average person, yeah, Biden is definitely better than Trump. You know, like this new budget that Biden just put out there with, like, you know, wanting to tax the billionaires and stuff who make over $400,000 a year. Like that won't pass. That won't pass. Like, you know, but it's meant to be just like a, how do I describe it? It's meant to be like a, oh man, how do I describe it? It's just like a, you know, it's like a bargaining chip, really. It's just like, it's literally a virtue signal. How about that? I think David Pakman said it best. He called it a virtue signal, which is true. It's very true. Did I say something? What did I say? What did I say about something about TYT? You think he means TYT? Maybe. Did I fuck up? Did I say something? I don't know. It is getting late. It is getting late. Vin Frost here says people like Jimmy Dore are definitely not leftists. Oh, dude, Jimmy Dore is a fucking scumbag. Holy fucking shit. He's a fucking scumbag. My God, Jimmy Dore. He's up there. He's fucking sucking so much dick. Jesus Christ. McQuan asking about Scott Adams. Jesus. What a fucking moron, man. Like, I think deep down, I get what he's trying. Like, I do try to understand people's arguments, right? I do listen to what they say, and I do try to understand arguments, but that was dumb. You know, didn't he say in that rant, he's like, I've identified as a black man for a while, but I can't live around him. I live in, like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you fucking rambling about? You know, I mean, him basically saying like, yeah, let's not support black people anymore. It's like, dude, come on. That's like, no, I mean, let's put the starch down. Okay. And like, let's put the hood down. Let's chill out for a little bit. The thing I hate about that really is like, I love Dilbert. I grew up reading Dilbert. I love the animated show back in the 90s. Daniel Stern, Chris Elliott, man. Fucking love that. I love Dilbert. I never worked in an office building, but I got the humor. I got the subtlety of it. I thought it was really good. It's hard to read Dilbert now. You know what I mean? It is really hard to read Dilbert. The fact that Scott Adams has just become like such a weirdo, you know? But then again, this kind of stuff, dude, it rots your fucking brain. You know, like right-wing conservatism, like far-right conservatism, not every conservative. I understand people who are like fiscal conservatives. I totally understand that. But it's like people like Scott Adams that they're just like Jordan fucking Peterson. They're just like in an all meat diet and they have to go to some rehab center in Russia. I don't fucking know. It's all crazy these days, man. Because all they do is like, you know, it's just like, I will say this though. As much as I think Jordan Peterson is like a laughable idiot, man, that fucking quote he had of like, up yours, woke moralists is I fucking chuckle at that. I do chuckle at that shit. Let's see here. Spherical Man says, yeah, nitwits like Dorr and Russell Brand are hardcore Trumpies. The thing is, Dorr chases the money and Russell Brand, I don't even know, dude. But I miss old Russell Brand. Vin Frost here says, yeah, leftists and young people would vote for Biden again to simply keep Republicans out of power. I mean, yeah, it is kind of like, it's like, you know, vote blue no matter who sort of thing, right? You know. All right. Fourth here says, I can see what he was saying based on the poll he read from. Got to watch the full video. He was talking to a black guy. No. I get that. But again, it's like the way you phrase things and shit. That's what will get you canceled. But Scott Adams just needs to like shut the fuck up. Like really. You know, what's going on, David Riley? David, hey man, while you're here, I got a quick question for you, buddy. I do. I have a quick question. I see you say that you don't like associate with people. I'm just kind of curious, like where that came from. Just kind of curious. Because you said, I don't like, what is it? As far as I'm concerned, I don't associate it with this person. You've said you've left comments like that. I've always been curious, like what that came, or where that came from or what that is. But thank you. Thank you for commenting and listening and doing the timestamps. I appreciate that. I do see it. Even though you're coming in at the tail end. Let's see. You can tell it's time to go. I'm really fighting back the yawning at this point and shit. I tried napping today. I've come to realize that attempting to nap with a 3-year-old is it's basically subjecting yourself to the parental equivalent of waterboarding. I love my child. She is amazing. She is the apple of my eye, but my God. That was like, I laid down for my nap today and she came and lay down with me. It was the cutest thing because she cuddles up next to me in bed and we're trying to like, you know, get comfortable to fall asleep. And she just goes, I love you. And I'm like, kind of wake up, look down. I'm like, oh, I love you too, kiddo. She goes, ee! Just like she does this, like we call it like, well, I'm not going to say her name, but she does a shake, right? She does this like shake, whole body shake thing when she's excited. She does a little shake thing and then she nuzzles in closer, right? And I kind of hug her and we lay down again and she just goes, I love you. So she just keeps doing that. And even the other day, we were kind of napping again and like she came over, she started rubbing my back, right? And then like took the blanket and put it up over my shoulder. Like she's taking care of me. And I go like, oh, thank you. And she goes, you're welcome. And she lays down and then she goes and she does it again. But I didn't say thank you. So she waited and then she just goes, you're welcome. I'm like passive aggressive. Nice. Executive Judge says, just finished Lovecraft Country. Why is there no season 2? Because we can't have nice things. Judge. That's why. 3 more hours. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Throg says Brand needs drugs. Well, I mean, if people want me to go 3 more hours, I need a lot of drugs. That's not going to happen though. David Riley here says, I got the line from Zack Snyder on Uche's channel. Oh, I'm not associated with Geeks and Gamers. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, no. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Also, rip Uche. I'm just gonna say it, man. Rip Uche. Him and I did not get along, but I still feel bad for his family, dude. His kids are gonna grow up without their dad, and that's terrible. That's terrible. So rip Uche on that one. But all right, let's bring up here. This is a new Warhammer vid brought to us by Command Unit. This will wind us down 2.5 minutes. We'll talk for a couple more minutes afterward, and then I gotta go. Yeah, let's do this one. There are now MAGA communists. Shut the fuck up, man. That's not real. That's not real. There's no MAGA communists. That makes no sense. That pendulum is just fucking dumb if that's the case, man. That pendulum is stupid. Stupid. All right. Oh, shit.
Move back to the palace! Move!
All right, that looked pretty good. That's pretty crazy, right? Fucking Warhammer is AI. Or Warhammer is all. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's definitely like that was interesting. I really enjoyed the action, although still the mouth animations is tough. That's always tough. But they'll get there. They'll definitely get there. Thank you for that, Command Unit. Riley here. David Riley asks, am I watching the Academy Awards? I'll be talking about the Academy Awards. I will probably not be watching the Academy Awards, but I am going to definitely like pay attention to what's going on. I think the only one I'm truly interested in, if I'm being honest with you, is Brendan Fraser with the whale. That's the only one I care about. Also, it's like the only one that I've seen. I mean, obviously, we're gonna find out that we're gonna find out what's it called? Son of a bitch. What is it called? Oh yeah, no, everyone's thinking about everywhere. Is it everywhere? Okay, yeah, my brain is officially gone. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Is that where it's at? Is that what it is? That's the one that people are suspecting will win. And we'll have to wait and see on that one. There was a Hollywood Reporter article today that I read from a voter who was just bitching about the movies. And it was really interesting. We'll have to take a look at that tomorrow. I'll definitely be on a little earlier. We'll go from there, and we'll check up on some stuff, because also it's going to be The Last of Us season finale, so that's going to be something worth watching. I'd rather watch that than the Oscars. Oh, thank you. We got a couple here. Let's see. MAGA communists are real and they are vocal. Okay, hold on. I'm Googling this. Whoa, fucking sorry. Okay, MAGA communism. What is MAGA communism? Okay. What the fuck? What? All right. So, all right. It says here, okay, MAGA communism in recent weeks, the hashtag has trended on Twitter, leaving most observers baffled. What in God's name could Donald Trump's movement ever have in common with communism? Is this a sarcastic take on America's surreal politics? Much of its appeal comes from the irreverent combination of seeming opposites. The meme that has proliferated under the hashtag, such as one showing Trump holding Mao's little red book, have a ludic quality, recalling the spirit of the 2016 campaign. But MAGA communism isn't a mere joke. Indeed, some powerful actors in American society are taking it seriously, as shown by Google's decision to affix a warning to the search related to the hashtag. What the fuck? Okay, let's see. It's okay, so it was popularized by Haz al-Din, the brain behind Infrared, a self-described Marxist-Leninist YouTube channel. In the beginning of early September, it spread on Twitter, in large part thanks to Jackson Hinkle, a populist communist commentator. Al-Din is a gifted speaker or debate bro in the parlance of internet politics, who's capable of discussing heavyweight political theory in an informal, jocular manner. Okay. The premise of his argument is that Trump fundamentally and irreversibly changed American politics for the better. If one believes in class struggle, before 2016, the political landscape in the United States was confined to two choices, Democrat or Republican, that were situated along different points of narrow establishment continuum. Anyone who didn't pledge allegiance to the status quo, including communists, was relegated to the margins of the political system, if not regarded as an enemy of the state. With Trump, all this changed. For the first time in a long time, a mass movement emerged that situated itself outside of the status quo, against the status quo, in fact. This means that radical political distinctions rather than simple differences of opinion are now possible, even in the realm of our democratic state. This is the beauty of the MAGA move. Oh my God. No one's taking this seriously. Come on, man. Oh my God. Come on. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you for that. And Moisture for a $5. Dark Brandon needs to rise again next year and get people excited for him. Yeah, Dark Brandon is going to be like a big thing. If you got Dark Brandon and MAGA communism, and I don't even know what's going on anymore, guys. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Maybe I should fucking get back into politics. You know, maybe I should get back into this shit. Have ourselves a hell of a time there, folks. Anyway, listen, I'm going to go black the fuck out. Thank you guys very much. If we can get 5 more likes, get it to 50 likes, it'd be fantastic. There's 80 of you guys still here. We'll be back on tomorrow night again to cover the Oscars and everything else in between. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Please get some sleep before daylight savings. Drive safe if you're sleepy, or don't drive at all. Just have a nice, fun day at home. All right, everybody, have yourself a good night and peace out.